here, a barbershop here. So just, like sometimes you got to be here, you know what I mean, to get everything straight.
Yeah, you got to take care of those hidden dollars for sure. You got to take care of those.
Yes. so we are good. And I don't know, Elijah, do I need to turn my sound up? Am I good? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Are we okay? All right. On the and of course you can watch us on YouTube, which is great. So man, we got a great show. Kerry, of course, the NFL schedule came out. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. There's basketball stuff to get into. And Kerry, of course, is well-versed on everything, so it's awesome. Let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew because we wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without them. Rob G is our producer.
Blood Mexican?
Is that it? Okay, sorry about that. Alex is our engineer.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Steve DeSager's at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the program. Thank you. And, of course...
Never heard of him.
Elijah.
Never heard of him.
Yes.
Never heard of him.
Elijah, our social media guru, one of the best in the business. Man, we have so much to get to. I know the Pistons, Cavaliers. Real quick before we get into the NFL, real quick, Kerry.
Yep.
Tonight, Cavs close this out or not, or is this the Pistons come back?
Yeah, I think the Cavs close it out tonight. I know I was questioning them throughout this run, even in this round against Detroit. They fall down 2-0. Can't get anything from their superstars at that point. I think Donovan Mitchell had one good game in game 2 and then went back home where they're undefeated, won those games and tied the series up, and now went and stole one in Detroit. So
big win.
They've taken full control. I think it's a wrap tonight.
Yeah. All right, we're going to definitely talk about that and much more. Don't forget to check us out. We just talked about it. We're on YouTube. You can tune in. A couple people stopped me in Detroit. Hey, I watched the show on YouTube, which is awesome to hear. Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up icon. Hit that as well. Comment away. All that and much more. So, again, if you want to watch us on YouTube, just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. All right, Rob G., let's do it. But the NFL, we want to start here, Kerry. Your bread and butter, of course, as a former NFL player. The schedule came out, and, of course, people are looking at all kinds of stuff. And, Rob G., there is one glaring thing to this schedule that hope that you can enlighten us on.
Yeah, so when the schedule comes out, everybody looks at a couple. They look at when's your bye week. They look at what's the standalone games. We talked about yesterday, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are big marquee events for the NFL. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing you look at is which teams have the most primetime games. So no surprise, you got the Rams got a lot. The Bills get a lot. The Seahawks get a lot. You're not surprised by that.
Right.
But when you look down the list, you say, well, who are the teams that didn't get any? And there were 5 teams that didn't get a single primetime game. Not a Monday night, not a Sunday night, not a Thursday night. They can't even get that Black Friday game, like nothing. They got no primetime games. And the one that stood out was my beloved Las Vegas Raiders, despite hiring a new head coach who came from the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks and drafting first overall Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman Trophy winner, the most recognizable college football player last season. The Raiders, no love from the NFL.
Kerry, this speaks volumes to me. It says a couple of things.
What you got, Rob?
It says Fernando Mendoza will be a bust. Don't even bother watching.
Uh-huh.
Tom Brady doesn't know what he's doing. He's ruined a storied franchise in the Raiders. Don't waste your time. How in the world could the NFL make a schedule, Kerry, and not have at least one game where we could see the first overall pick on a national level? It speaks volumes. It tells you they don't think anything's going on. One game? We can't see Fernando Mendoza in one game?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, seriously. Like the NFL is telegraphing it. They don't think he's anything special. This now takes me back to all those scouts who said if this was a different draft with other quarterbacks, he might be the 5th or 6th quarterback drafted. It was a weak quarterback class. That's how he leapfrogged to number 1. And here we are, The Raiders, I know they haven't done anything since Moby Dick was a guppy, and it's been a long time, but they have a rabid fan base. They have a Raiders Nation is real, right? And JT the Brick, is Mr. Raider. He's still doing it. They love it. The Raiders. They're in Las Vegas in a fancy stadium. High tech, all the stuff. And the NFL had the nerve, the audacity, the unmitigated
gall.
Thank you. I was trying to get it.
I got
to
you, Robin.
say thank you, but no thank you. I think it's an indictment on Fernando Mendoza, even more so than the Raiders, because the Raiders have been bad and they've gotten on national television before. How in the world could this happen, Kerry?
Yeah, I'm 50-50 with you on that. There's definitely some energy towards no excitement for Fernando Mendoza taking over that number one spot, going to being the number one pick and going to a team that obviously wasn't good. But yeah, if it was Peyton Manning or it was any one of these guys that they thought was going to be the guy and be the guy that was going to turn around a franchise, they would be in at least one primetime game. So I'm with you 50% on that because I think it's not just that. The other 50% in this equation, the Raiders stink, and they've stunk for a couple of years now. And this team that they're going to field this year isn't going to be any better. And so you got this. It's culminated with, half of it being Fernando Mendoza isn't the guy, and he's not going to turn that thing around quickly. And the other part of that is the Raiders are a bad football team. Did the Jets get a primetime game? I'm not sure. I don't know if they did or not.
They did not.
Exactly. So these are some of the worst teams.
But they don't have the first overall pick. That's where I'm going to push back on you.
No, I hear you.
Because this is a guy who won a national championship. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows his name who watches college football. Mm-hmm. And the idea that he's the first overall pick and there's not one glimpse, there's not one night that I can't see him on a national game, not a local regional game because I live in Las Vegas.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense to me. That's not what you do in promoting people. And basically, they've snubbed Tom Brady too. They've said, you got a garbage team. Mm-hmm. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to see Tom Brady in the booth with his binoculars or whatever, like the cutaway to Tom Brady. Looking like Mr. Magoo with the guy with the bifocals or whatever, binoculars.
Binoculars. Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, no, it's. I'm with you. The fact that he doesn't have one live game, one primetime game it's kind of asinine for sure when it comes to that. But yeah, I mean, you could throw Tom Brady in that mix as well. He's one of the people orchestrating what they're doing right now, and so if you want to throw him in the mix, that's fine. But this team just isn't a good team, Rob. And I don't think too many people outside of Vegas is that excited to watch the Raiders on primetime, except for Rob G back here in the booth. But that's about it.
The Raiders have a huge fan base, Kerry. Yeah. I think you're poo-pooing it. The Raiders travel well. If you've ever been on, I've been on airplanes with Raiders fans going to games.
Yeah, I played against them. They're rabid. Yeah,
they are as rabid as anybody, and they are a big time fan base. I get it that they haven't won in a long time. I get it.
Yeah.
That never stopped Major League Baseball for putting the Cubs on who hadn't won for 105 years.
And good old Wrigley. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's a part of Americana, a part of the fabric. The Raiders are a part of the NFL fabric, whether we want to believe it or not. No, I'm dead serious. No, and Tom Brady gets nothing?
Tom Brady has enough, Rob. We don't have to give him anything else. He's fine. Tom Brady has enough. This team isn't good enough. Fernando Mendoza, he may end up being really good in this league. Right now, what they see, putting that team on live on a live game, primetime game, it's not going to build the excitement at this moment outside of the Raider fan base.
I totally disagree. I just do not understand Kerry. A first overall pick just to get a glimpse of him. Yeah. That's all. Does he transfer over? Is he going to be a bust?
Yeah.
People watch like that too. Not that they think he's great,
right?
But maybe he stinks. Yeah. Maybe it was the system at Indiana and it's not him. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Like there's something there for people who want to watch and just say, Yeah, I didn't think he was that good in college, even though they won the national championship as well. All right, we want to hear from you. 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Is Fernando Mendoza destined to be a bust? Is that why the NFL won't put them on prime time? How are the Raiders not on prime time with the first overall pick in the draft? It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, no, I can't believe they don't have one, Rob.
One. I'm not saying 5 games. I'm saying one.
But
we'll continue that.
Go ahead, Rob.
We'll continue that conversation next with you. We want to hear from you. 877-99 on Fox. It is The Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes, in for Kelvin Washington. And, man, we want to talk to you. The Raiders got stiffed. Fernando Mendoza, a bust in the making. It is The Odd Couple. And Kerry, real close, real quick. Last year, the Raiders, had 3 national games.
Yeah, that's
why.
This
year, they got none.
Rob, that's why they know, because they were bad in those 3 games.
All right, we want to hear from you. It is The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Especially if you believe it's the bowl cut of Mark Davis that's to blame in the US of A.
Yeah, NFL schedule release, big story, obviously. Been talking about it for the last hour or so. But another story, an offshoot of that, involves what's going on the TV side of things. Because, as you know, one of the big pushbacks on the NFL in the last basically 2 years is that you have to pay way too much money to watch all these games. Because you got to get it on basic television. You got to get it on cable for ESPN. You got to get Peacock. You got to get Prime. You got to get Netflix now. Like, you got to pay so many different things. And we just like it if we only had one option or 2 or 3 options, and that was the end of it. So the NFL, in an effort to, they say streamline, but to me it sounds like to get more money, went up to Netflix and says, hey, we're already giving you a couple of standalone games, some of our best games. We gave you a Black Friday game a couple years ago. We might give you a Thanksgiving Eve game, a Christmas game. How about, instead of you only getting 3 or 4 games a season, why don't we give you an entire NFL regular season slate? Just like Fox has one, and CBS has one, and to a lesser extent, NBC has one. And Netflix said, no, hell no. We have no interest in having 16, 17, 18 weeks worth of football plus a playoff game. We're just fine getting 3 or 4 really good marquee games, and we'll let the linear television folks figure out the rest.
Bravo to Netflix, my new hero, pushing back on the NFL, who once again is trying to fleece. Kelvin, the biggest thing going on right now is the NFL is telling people that they want to open up their contracts that they negotiated already. Tell them you better re-up at more money now, even though they already have a number that they've agreed to. No. Let's just rip that up and you pay more now. Otherwise, you'll have to pay more later and you might not get it. They're trying to strong-arm people into breaking the contracts that they signed because they want more money now. And how they threaten these people, television execs, is they do what they did with Netflix. These guys and these companies have endless amount of money. So they want more of it. And they want to strong arm a Netflix to try to get the networks, Fox and NBC and CBS and whatever, and ESPN to have to cough up more coin. And bravo to Netflix to say, no way, no how, you greedy bastards. No, we're not doing that. We're not interested in doing that. And very seldom do people push back. It's refreshing for them to tell the NFL no. We understand what your product is. We're happy for you, whatever. Take it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Take it elsewhere. Let somebody else cough up all this coin. Can you imagine signing a deal and telling people you better tear that up and pay more now, otherwise you might not get games later? The goal and what they're trying to do. So Netflix pushing back is the greatest sign. And if Amazon does something or some of these other places push back too, the NFL will have nowhere to go. Like, that's the scary part for them.
Well, you know what?
Because linear television, last thing, there's just not that much money. You know what I mean? They're already working at a loss to have the games on. At some point, someone's going to say no.
And I've said that, I use that equation when we talk about who's going to be the first MLB team or what NFL team is going to say no to a quarterback that's quote-unquote next up. You know how they just, oh, yeah, he's not even the greatest, but he's next up, so I guess I got to break the $58, $60 million with him because he's next up. Or MLB, I want 700 players just because I'm up next. And I always feel like at some point teams are going to be like, nah, man. I got $550 million for you. That's all I can give you. I'm not giving you $750 just because you're next up. And truth be told, you're not even better than the last guy who just got that. And I say that to say Netflix is in an interesting position because I feel like Netflix is NFL in the NFL. They're scarcitying the NFL. They're saying, no, I actually would rather cherry pick the week, cherry pick the game, give me my 5 or 6 or whatever it is, and I can have the game, and my thing can still feel like a moment, a marquee game, like this big Netflix moment. And that's kind of what they're doing with sports. They're like they're dabbling their foot into sports, right? They haven't fully committed where they're having like full-on slates of things. They cherry pick a fight. We'll do this fight. We'll do this Jake Paul thing. We'll do this football thing. We'll have a special Olympic thing or here. Like, they're cherry picking sports so that it feels like an event, so that because we know how expensive it is to have weekly NFL. So they're kind of using the same scarcity model of the NFL. We only have 17 weeks versus 82 in the NBA, NHL, 162 in baseball. And Netflix is saying, cool, we're going to do the same thing. We will cherry pick which ones we want.
It is the Odd Couple on a funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington. And at the University of Maryland Global Campus, you can choose more than 65 graduate online degrees and certificates, including its MBA, now with 10 specializations, no application fee through June 1st. Hey, that's a good get right there. Visit umgc.edu. 877-99 on Fox is our telephone number. We're talking about the Raiders getting snubbed, but even bigger so, Fernando Mendoza getting snubbed, the number 1 overall pick. The NFL's not interested in having him on a primetime game so people can get a look-see. Is he that good? He won a national championship. He didn't go to the White House. I want to see what this guy's all about. What is he about?
Yeah.
Nothing. No buzz. He's Fred Flintstone with a better car. He's irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
It's electric?
No. Got to use your feet at the bottom. 877-99 on Fox. We want to hear from you. Am I making too big of a deal of this, or what is this? I've never seen this happen before.
All right, let's go to the calls. You want to check them out, Rob?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We got Bruno in Arizona. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Doing well,
What's up,
man.
Bruno?
Oh, great. The Raiders just have the history. John Madden, Dave Casper, the Snake. They won 2 Super Bowls with Tom Flores and Jim Plunkett. And they have the history of the Raiders. And I'm not a fan of the Raiders, but you can throw them on a Thursday night somewhere, you know? It's like all these primetime games. You can't find one game for the Raiders with who they are and the number one pick and everything. Yeah, I agree with Rob. It's like, what's going on? You can find one game for them on prime time.
That's my point, Kerry. Just one game. My God, really? Like there's all these other matchups that we have to have. We need to see the Rams 7 times. I'm tired of Matthew Stafford. I don't want to see him.
Yeah, see, that's a personal thing. I want to see Matt. I want to see Matt, Rob. I don't want to see the Raiders. They stink. But I guess some people want to see them, so we'll see. I want to go to the next caller and see what he thinks. We got Cameron in Indiana. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
Hey, guys. Good. How are y'all?
Doing great. What's up,
good,
buddy?
Man. So, okay, I'm going to take this a step further and hear me out. Now, regardless of whether Mendoza's a bust or not, whoever set these primetime games needs to be fired, and I will tell you why. Give me one other city in the world where you could put an 8 o'clock NFL game on and generate more revenue than what you would in Las Vegas. Get out of here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? Tell me the state of Indiana wouldn't watch that game nationally to see this kid play too. Think about it, Kerry. He's in Las Vegas now. The state, they just won a national football championship that nobody could have ever imagined at a basketball school like Indiana.
Yep.
And they can't even watch their savior play in the NFL on a national game. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Robert. I mean, again, this isn't me disagreeing with the fact that they should have one. I think they should as well, no matter how bad they are in this scenario. But let's go on to the next call. We got Cliff in Iowa. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. I kind of just wanted to add another aspect to that whole idea, and that is that in England and Europe, they have that soccer league where if you do well, you can work your way up from the bottom part of the league to the top part of the league. And I like that because it, awards excellence. But I think that's a terrible marketing ploy not to play him, given the backstory of the college career.
Yes. But big time. No doubt. Thanks for the call. We appreciate it. The NFL gets it right most of the time, Kerry. Somebody fell asleep at the switch. They were too busy, counting the money that they're raking in or whatever it was that they thought that they should not have. I'm stunned. If I'm Tom Brady, I'm on the phone. I'm so mad. If I'm Tom Brady, I'm calling Alvin Pete Rozelle. I know he's been dead, but I'm that hot. I'm going to call Pete.
Yeah, I was like, Pete ain't going to answer. Pete is not going to answer that.
It's too soon, bro.
He is not going to answer. But again, the crazy part about the Raiders and even Brady, the fact that they're building something, I would even beg to bet you, Rob. I know not a real bet, but just hypothetical bet here, that he even wants them to fly under the radar here and not be in any primetime games. And then sneak up on people and maybe get one down the stretch down there, Rob. I'm telling you,
We're just talking about, Kerry, one game.
Yeah.
Would you, right?
Yeah.
One game.
Yeah.
And there are the people who lost to Indiana who wants to watch him be a bust in the NFL. They're those people. They're the Indiana people who want to see their native, their savior, their son, right?
Rob,
shine in the NFL.
Rob, what side of the token you on? You one of the haters that just want to watch this game just to see him bust, or would you be interested?
You know
what? Which one are you? Let me know. I think it's the other. I think it's the first one.
Well, I think he is going to be a bust, so I would be on that crowd. But I want to hate watch. I want to bust watch.
Exactly. It's crazy. The kid, man. I don't think he's that guy either. And so when you watch him, and me as a former player, watching the way that they were able to be successful in Indiana, that's not really sustainable in the league. So for him, what's going to set him apart? Maybe working with the GOAT, possibly. But, until that happens, until that switch happens, I'm on the side of I don't know how good his career is going to be either, and I don't know if his ceiling's going to be that high, Rob.
I get it, but that doesn't mean he can't be on a game. I mean, come on. I just think we're being way too, like he has to be perfect and all this. No, he doesn't. He's going to attract attention just by being the first overall pick.
For sure.
And you got to at least admit that. Well, you'll at least admit that, right?
Yeah, of
that
course.
There would be some people just want to see. I didn't watch him. Maybe they're not college football fans. I didn't watch him at Indiana, but I know that they won the national championship.
Right.
And now he's with the Raiders. Did Tom Brady work with him? Look at him. He's progressed. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He's even better. Like, there's a whole lot of storylines there.
Rob,
like,
would you do it in the beginning or the middle? Like, where would you like that game to be?
Yeah, I mean, probably not the first game of the year, but you know what I mean? But a couple games in to see if the kid has something going, that's all.
Yeah.
The NFL swung and missed.
Yeah. I hear you.
Bad move.
Yeah.
Bad move by the NFL. All right. It happens. All right. Coming up next, we're going to talk with we got more to talk about, I should say, about Giannis. We're going to get to Giannis and some news that came out about him. But first, let's get you caught up with Mr. Steve DeSager.
They are winding down the second round of the PGA Championship outside Philadelphia, and two Americans are tied for the one-stroke lead. Alex Smalley and Maverick McNeely, who shot a second-round 67. Hideki Matsuyama is tied for third place, one stroke back. There's a big group tied for ninth at 2 under par, 2 back, and that includes Scotty Scheffler and Justin Thomas. To the NBA playoffs, we got 2 second-round games tonight. The Cavs, up 3-2, are hosting Detroit and leading the Pistons late first quarter, 23-17. Detroit with some poor shooting early and now at 38% for the first quarter. Cleveland 9 of 14, 64% shooting early in the contest. The late game after 9:30 Eastern, the Spurs up 3-2 play at Minnesota. If there's a Game 7 needed in either second-round series, it would be this Sunday. Knicks guard OG Anunoby practiced fully for the first time since his hamstring injury. He missed their last 2 games. Game 1 of the East Finals could be on Sunday. 4 WNBA games tonight. The NHL is off. And the UFL has a game on Fox TV tonight with 5-2 Orlando at Dallas. A reminder, NASCAR's on FS1 again this Sunday. Fox's final Cup Series telecast of the year, the All-Star Race at Dover, Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. One of the late ball games tonight has the Dodgers at the Angels. LA Dodger pitcher Blake Snell has been scratched due to an elbow injury. First baseman Freddie Freeman is getting the night off. The Yankees-Mets game is underway. The Yankees did announce that pitcher Max Fried was placed on the injured list with a bruised elbow. That game, Mets are hosting, scoreless in the top of the second. Braves out to a 1-0 lead in the first against Boston. The Brewers are up 1-0 at Minnesota, top of the second. Veteran for the Brewers, Christian Yelich, is out with a sore back. The Tampa Bay Rays in the AL East have a 2-game lead on the Yankees, and the Rays are up 2-1 on the Marlins in the bottom of the second. And right now it's Pirates 4-0 over the Phillies in the bottom of the third. Back to you.
So, Steve, you said the Mets are winning, right? It's scoreless, so the Mets are winning the game so far.
That's what they, although with the Knicks currently playing, I think some Mets fans are not paying attention. But, yeah, that qualifies.
No doubt. All right. It is the Odd Couple on a funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington here on Fox Sports Radio. And Rob G., I do want to bring you in on this Giannis story, but let me first tell you that for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive, shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, where they come to you, your job, your home, and put the tires on for you, which is a great thing to have. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Rob G, Giannis, his nickname might be Tardy, according to stuff we're starting to hear from the Milwaukee Bucks.
That's got to be the oldest man way to call someone late in history.
Tardy.
What?
Yeah,
Tardy?
Yeah, I
You're
like
tardy.
that.
He's always tardy.
He came up in a different time, that Rob Parker. But yes.
Hey, don't you remember the Nancy Drew Tardy brothers? Oh, that was Hardy brothers. Never mind.
Oh, my goodness. Come on. Come on, man.
So, but in any event, Miles Turner, the Bucks' big free agent acquisition last offseason, their starting center this past season, made the media rounds yesterday. Went on the Game Recognized Game podcast, and he talked about one of the big issues that was ailing their team all season long. It involves Doc Rivers and your guy Giannis. Take a listen.
Doc Rivers, he didn't find anybody ever. So guys were late all the time. Guys were, showing up to film whenever they wanted to show up. Guys were missing meetings. Like, it was one of the craziest things I personally ever experienced. But any other team I've been on, guys got fined. And there was a sense of order and a sense of understanding. So yeah, you're late to the plane, fine. You're late to treatment, fine. You're late to film, fine. But I personally did not experience that last year for the first time in my career.
Who's the teammate that's most likely to be late?
Oh, that's easy. Giannis. Giannis is going to show up whenever he wants, really. I think that it's kind of just came with the territory at that. And once I kind of saw what was going down, I was like, hey, man, more power to you. They ain't going to find you. Do what you do.
Just dropping dime. What kind of teammate is that? Kerry, were you just boiling there hearing, like I get it's a podcast. You think no one's listening? To just go and, just go out and say, oh, yeah, Giannis, he shows up whenever. Doc Rivers is running a country club because, like that's what he just dropped dime on everybody. He took a machine gun and he said, stand up against a wall, and he just let everybody have it.
Rob, it is so bad. I'm so tired of this new age of player and the fact that they spill so much of what's going on behind closed doors.
It's crazy.
You know how hard that was for you as a reporter to get what was going on?
Yep.
And they're just spilling it. And they think, you just said it, it's these podcasts, Rob. They think nobody are listening to these things, or they feel more comfortable doing it. They say what they want.
It's mind-boggling.
It's
and then
insane.
When there's pushback, they're like, oh, I got to apologize. Like, because there's podcasts and there's apology podcasts. Because that's what we have, Kerry. For every podcast, some former athlete has to then come back and apologize. Draymond Green is the king of apologies.
Yes.
Right? All he does is go off the handle, and then he has to. Who else? Ryan Clark. He does it a lot. You know what I mean? Always has to come back with apologies.
Yep.
And that's what happens, where people just are loose and free. And just because somebody asks you a question doesn't mean you have to answer. And that's coming from a reporter.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because we got a segment out of it on the radio show. So I'm not, thank you very much.
Yes.
But I'm stunned at how much people just spill and just drop dime on their teammate and their organization and their coach. I know Doc Rivers is long gone now, but wow, he just said Doc Rivers runs a country club.
Yeah, and the thing about Doc, obviously, there are coaches that played the game. They're going to be a little bit more lenient. But the fact that you're putting out this private business out there to the world, what if Doc wanted to come back and coach again? Now he's got to answer that question if he comes into it, right? So it's just they don't understand the repercussions of the things they're saying on these podcasts. And I think that's number one for me. I've seen it so much here recently with these guys and being able to, talk freely and be comfortable and be loose, which is fine. But just know people are listening, and you're going to have to answer to this stuff again, which you just said, these apology podcasts, they come right after. So just part of the deal. But I wish they would shut up and keep some of that stuff in-house. That's the way it's always been, man.
But now that I hear it, am I totally surprised? No.
Of course not. No,
I'm
of
not
course
surprised.
not.
No. And people don't understand, like when Terry Francona got fired from the Red Sox, he won 2 World Series up there. You know how long they hadn't won a World Series since the Louisiana Purchase. Yeah. And when he won, you would have thought that he would have been cemented for life, right? As the manager of the Red Sox, right? They won. And he was running a country club. They're ordering fried chicken, drinking beer, and playing video games. Like, that was what was going on in the clubhouse. What did they do? They ran Terry Francona out.
Right. Yeah, you can't do that. You're playing with these billion-dollar franchises, and appearance does matter. And the things that you're doing as an organization, it's funneling from the bottom to the top. And you're, as a head coach, as a general manager, as the guy running the franchise with the baseball organization, the manager as well, the manager. You're running it from a place of, this is our standard. This is how we're going to do things. And if your standard is what you just said, drinking beer, ordering fried chicken, and playing video games, that's not going to last long.
In the clubhouse.
Right.
Like, dude, you're working. Do you understand? This isn't your crib, your man cave. You're working. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
You're that bored? They're playing video games and not reading the scouting reports of winning games? It's just mind-boggling. But it's interesting. And the more I hear with the Giannis, again, somebody will bite for Giannis and think that they're going to change it. So I get that. But I don't think his stock is nearly as high as it was 4 years ago. He's a different player. He's banged up a lot, Kerry, and then some of the other stuff that happens.
And he's talking too much. And he's talking too much, Rob.
Yeah, he ran out. Remember the other coach they ran out when they had the second best record in the NBA?
Griffin.
Right, they ran him out of there, and that was and then go get Doc Rivers. What a disaster that was. So I don't know.
Rob, you know what you just said there? That might be the reason. Griffin's program may have been a little bit more too tight for Giannis, and he wanted somebody to come in and placate to him, right?
Yep, and there it is, and maybe that was it. All right, we got a question. James Harden. Is he flipping the script? We'll get into that next. It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes, the All-Pro safety, filling in for Kelvin Washington right here on the Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise, on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay,
America.
But the one team that has raised some eyebrows about their appearance, both on Thanksgiving and on Christmas, the two marquee events on the NFL calendar, are your Chicago Bears.
It makes 100% sense. The NFL got it right. Hello, is this on? Of course the Chicago Bears are going to be must-see TV. Year 2 of Caleb Williams? Are you kidding me? And Ben Johnson? It's a work in progress, and last year was as good as it gets. So, of course, you're going to say, we want more of that. And we're going to want more until it stops happening. Some of the best endings to games came where the Chicago Bears came back to win in games they had no business winning. It was riveting television. Go to damn YouTube and watch the videos of the people in Chicago going bonkers. Every time Caleb Williams made a unbelievable throw to win a game at the end. That Packers game, they had no business winning. Incredible throw, incredible catch, a winner. Playoffs, they did the same thing. Are you kidding me? The Bears are the most exciting team in the National Football League. Not the best team. Most exciting to win because you can't count them out. Anybody who would say, oh, next year there's no way that they're going to duplicate what they did. Blah, 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 blah. And they're going to be like the Chiefs, where they won all these close games, and then the next year they didn't make the playoffs. I dare you to say the Chicago Bears aren't going to win a division and make the playoffs. I dare you.
Do it!
Because you're hoping and wishing. This team is only going to get better. Caleb is only going to get better. You've been counting this guy out, worried about his fingernails instead of those touchdowns he's thrown to win games when games they have no business winning. And Ben Johnson with more time in the lab to continue to get Caleb ready for these moments and these circumstances. All of his teammates believe in him. They're never out of a game with Caleb Williams. This ain't new. For people who don't know Caleb Williams' history of winning a Heisman at USC, guess how he won his high school state championship? Guess how? Go Google it. Go find out. He threw a touchdown as time expired to win the game and win a state championship. That's what he does. He is that guy. Magical. Unflappable. He's groovy. How don't you want to see that guy?
Rob, okay. There's no debate that he obviously had some plays at the end of games. But a couple of things you're discounting that I don't think is fair. You are discounting the fact that for 3.5 quarters, he was bad a lot of games. So you're acting like he was Patrick Mahomes 2018-19, the duration of the season. That's the part that you're acting like him just having. It's like saying, hey, so and so can hit a last shot. It's like, yeah, but they looked horrible the whole game. So I'm not questioning did he have some spectacular plays. Nobody that's for sure. But let's not discount how his off target he was. Let's not discount how his own coach had some issues with him. Let's not discount how there's a lot of games they should have won easily, and they had to come back and win at the end. And
dude, you kidding yourself with that nonsense. That's winning easily. That's a nonsense. It's about winning. It's about wins and losses.
No, there are absolutely teams you should go in and beat. Period. That happens. All that you know.
Like
that
the Lions should have beat the Commanders, right?
And
with a 9.5.
And guess what?
Right.
And guess
what?
Won. That's why you bring it up every single day, because they should have. You're right. They should have, without a doubt, and that's why you bring it up.
But but the notion that the NFL should go away from the Bears because they don't think that they're going to be good next year is outrageous. You don't do that when you had Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right? It is the Odd Couple on a funky flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington.
Rob,
this is a jam right here.
I was about to say, how many cookouts were you at listening to this?
Are you kidding, man? That was it.
Let's get this party now. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
So good. It's so good, man.
It is. All right. Hey, are we doing the play of the day first? Is that where we're going? Yes.
Throws one here, and Will hits it high and deep toward right center field. It's carrying. It is back to the wall. It is over the wall. A home run for Will Smith. The first time he's ever led off a major league game. He leads it off with a home run.
The play of the day, that was Dodgers Radio. The play of the day brought to you by Tire Rack. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. All right, now it's time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
Did I do that? Did I do that? Did I do that?
Hey, Elijah, the open to Shekel City I need for my Instagram. I mean, it is so slick. Kerry, you didn't see it, did you?
I didn't see it.
Elijah, after this, you got to just play.
I'll go check it out. Yep.
It is so good looking and so slick.
Oh, God.
Not because I was in it. Oh, God is right. All right, last night I was 1-1. My record is now 137 and 104.
Yay.
33 games over 500 versus the spread. Unheard of.
I did pull
If I
out.
was in Vegas, Alex,
You'll be breaking even.
down.
You'll be breaking even right now,
No,
Rob.
they would be taking down one of those towers because I'm winning so much money. You know, if I'm in Vegas, I'm a fun guy, right?
You're a fun guy in Vegas?
Yes.
I'm a fun guy.
Thank you, Kawhi. Like Kawhi. That's me. Hey, Kerry, that just reeks of fun, right? I'm a fun
Obviously, I love the
guy.
game of basketball.
He sounds like he loves basketball, Rob. He really
I
does.
mean, it's just more question you have to ask me in order for me to tell you about myself. I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
One of the all-time greats.
That's
All
a
right,
great one.
I got the Spurs minus 5.5. They're in Minnesota. They wrap up the series. I know the game's already started. I'm taking the Cavs as well, minus 3.5.
Cleveland!
That's not on here. I think they trail by 2 at the end of one quarter, but I like the Cavs tonight. Rangers, minus 1.5 runs tonight. The Rangers are in Houston, and I'm going to take the Cardinals plus 1.5 runs. They're hosting Kansas City. So the Cardinals plus 1.5, Rangers minus 1.5, and the Spurs minus 5.5. And remember, Kerry, I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on. How's that?
There it is.
How are those apples? All right. All right, so the James Harden thing. Rob G, can you jump in? Give us an update. What's the score now? How's James Harden playing so far?
He's looking okay. I mean, right now the Pistons had a nice ride. They're currently up by 11 points. James Harden's got 7.
They're up by 11.
Yeah.
It was 2 at the half. What happened?
And after the first, I mean,
Crazy little run.
our
here.
Detroit
at the
Pistons,
first
Rob,
quarter.
don't act shocked by it. You know that. It's our Pistons.
It's early. They had a 15-point lead. They had a 9-point lead with 3 minutes to go, so I'm not.
Right, that's a good point. But to your point, James Harden, who's taken a lot of grief on this show and other shows over the years for being a playoff meltdown kind of a guy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he lived up to the reputation. He hasn't been playing well. But the last 3 games, which they've all been wins for Cleveland, shooting is okay, 43%. It's better than it was earlier, so it's going up. More importantly, 24-8 a game, including clutch baskets and clutch free throws in games 3 and games 5. If they get this done, James Harden will be back in the conference finals for the first time in 5 seasons.
It's big for him because, Kerry, he has played well the last 3 games.
Yes.
And that big steal of a win in Detroit was huge because he came up huge. He got 30 points. I know he didn't shoot it that well, but he knocked down his free throws. And on that missed free throw with that big rebound, offensive rebound, Kerry, that's big time. Those are the kind of plays that can erase a 9-point lead with 2:47 to go, really. I mean, he's played well. He's cut down on the turnovers.
That part, yep.
Yep. And you know, it is Giannis Jackson when people talk about players, what have you done for me lately? And I'm not saying he's going to win a championship or whatever.
Yeah.
But for a long time, I remember, you know, John Elway can't win the big one. You know, like all these Super Bowls, he went to all these Super Bowls, they couldn't win, whatever. He won his last 2 Super Bowls. That's all people remember. People remember John Elway was a 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback and not about the other 3 or 4 that he lost. You know what I mean? Like to start his career.
I think what aids in that for John Elway is he was never like considered the GOAT. Now, he was always really good. And so the fact that he overcame those early failures and came back to win and have success, it was a great story. So I think that's kind of lends in the same direction as James Harden, right? He won't be the GOAT of basketball.
No,
you know what I mean? But I'm saying
right.
like that. But that grace we will give him if he wins one would be monumental for him in his career. And it's right now the way he's playing, man, I've been really proud of the guy, to be honest.
Yeah, no, because the first 2 games were awful.
Yes,
he had
they were.
more turnovers than a bakery, more turnovers than baskets, and it didn't look good, Kerry.
Yeah.
Like you were like, this is terrible,
Yeah.
and he was able to bounce back and put them in this position. And it's still early. Like I said, it's early. The Pistons are fighting for their lives, so it's not going to be easy.
No,
and if they don't fight now, then they'll be in trouble. So yeah, there's going to be a fight, and I'm expecting the Cavs to close them out, and I'm expecting the Spurs to close out Minnesota. So, all right, hour number 2. Man, Kerry, that was it. 1 hour already. Some other shows take like 3 hours, don't they, for 1 hour? I'm just saying.
Couldn't stop yourself.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
They're just winding down round 2 at the PGA Championship outside Philadelphia. Maverick McNeely is tied for the lead with fellow American Alex Smalley missing the cut. Bryson DeChambeau at 7 over par. Second quarter of the NBA playoff game at Cleveland. Detroit in the lead despite poor shooting early. They're at 52% from the floor in the first half and leading at Cleveland 41-29, trying to force a Game 7, which would be Sunday in Detroit. Later tonight, San Antonio leading 3-2, plays at Minnesota. 4 WNBA games tonight. There's a UFL spring football game about to start on Fox TV. A reminder, NASCAR's on FS1 again this Sunday. The Dodgers have one of the late games tonight at the Angels, but Dodger pitcher Blake Snell has been scratched with an elbow injury. The team says it is confident he'll return this year. No decision yet on surgery or not. I'm Steve DeSager.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Our number 2.
Number 2.
On a funky flashback Friday, Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes, the all-pro safety, filling in for Kelvin Washington. And be sure to check us out on YouTube. You could look right now. Kerry has on a fashionable jacket there. I don't know. Is it chilly there in L.A.? What's going on?
Yeah, it's a little chilly outside, but also I turned the studio aircon really, really low.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm here vibing out right now.
That's a very, very nice jacket. Very good looking.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it.
No doubt. And just search us. If you want to see his jacket or see us do the show, just go to Odd Couple FSR on YouTube and hit subscribe button.
Do it!
That's all you have to do. Check it out. Check us out. You can watch, listen, whatever you want to do. Again, search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Rob G, you got Odd Mob. You got information. What's going on in the game? What's happening?
Well, our Pistons are up 10, Rob, so we're very excited about that. You know, I know
it's early.
Did you say our? You said
our Pistons.
Okay.
Yeah, this is him and Alex, and working with Kelvin.
Oh, Kelvin, yeah.
He's such a Detroit homer.
Yeah, that's right.
And but he always has to come in with a sour puss because I'm always right about the Detroit teams.
That's right.
Oh, so there's another little layer of this thing going on right now. That's why you want the Cavs to win.
No, that's not why.
Okay. I'm trying to figure it out.
Rob G did not say all year about their shooting that I didn't think they had enough shooting.
Did not trust the shooting.
Okay. That's all,
and
Kerry. That was the reason.
Gotcha.
Yep.
What you got, Rob G?
No, I love reading the Odd Mob, the YouTubians. They weigh in on all of this stuff. And some of my favorite things is to just read people who don't like Rob. And I don't have to look
Kerry,
hard.
It's unbelievable. What's that? What'd you say,
I don't have to look hard.
You don't have to look hard.
What?
What did I do? All I do is I show up every day. I have a passionate 3-hour radio show. Mm-hmm. I leave no stones unturned. I have no favorites. And guess what? I get ripped.
Yes. It's okay. So this is what we're dealing with on the YouTube, right?
Okay.
So there's a couple guys who like Rob, but just an example. Jose says, Rob is the greatest sports journalist ever.
See?
You're like, that's great,
There you
right?
go, Rob.
Immediately after that, several people, including Folk, says, Jose, Rob ain't a journalist anymore. He watches just like the rest of us.
What are you talking about?
So, wow. Even the people that like Rob get dumped on, which is great.
I still go to games. I still interview players. I am a sports writer by heart, and I always will be.
What would you call yourself right now, Rob? Like what's your
a sports writer? When people ask me what I do, like people who don't know, you know what I mean, who I meet or something, and they'll say, "Well, what do you do?" I always say I'm a sports writer.
Okay, so that's where you fall.
You don't say radio host.
I don't say that.
You identify more as a writer still to this day.
To this day,
that's great.
Like that is what I wanted to be since I was 9 years old.
Wow.
That's what I've done all these years. And it's not that I'm poo-poo the radio. I've been on radio for 30 years. or I discount being on television. I'm on MLB Network now, Channel 4 in LA. You know what I mean?
Right.
So no, it's not that. It's just that I always wanted to be a writer. That's what I wanted to be.
That's dope. All right, let's read a couple more. REC 130 says, "Man, making fun of Rob is the best part of this show. He's a grumpy old man, and we love it." I like that.
So you stumbled upon being grumpy old man.
I'm the poo-poo king. I am far from a grumpy old man. It is unbelievable.
And then this one, this is a personal attack on you, Rob. The Cracker Quaker says, "Yo, the black baseball player love is on that weird side, in my opinion." Because Rob, MLB bro, he only likes black baseball players. They'd be like, "Rob, what do you think of Ohtani?" Nah, I don't like him.
Oh, he shows no love to the other players.
Cody Bellinger, I don't like him either.
Okay, can I say this? This is the thing, Kerry, that kills me. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so nobody pushes back on ESPN or Fox Deportes who covers Spanish-speaking players.
That's right.
What they cover. They don't cover anybody else. Mm-hmm. Nobody is mad that 50 Japanese reporters cover Ohtani for the Dodgers. They don't write about Mookie Betts. They don't write about Freddie Freeman. They write about Ohtani.
Gotcha.
And there's nothing wrong with MLBBro.com highlighting the black players in Major League Baseball. It's the same exact thing for everybody else.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Rob. Yep.
Rob, just quickly before we get to the topic, how many people do you employ at MLB Bro? Like, how many people are on your website?
About 70.
You know how many?
Carrie, like 70?
There's 70 staffers, right? Ask me how many black baseball players there are in Major League Baseball right now.
You're asking me.
I'm going to
ask you. I'm going to ask Rob G. How many African American players are in MLB
64.
right now?
64. So Rob's got more staffers than there are players to cover.
Look at you, Rob. Employing the brothers. I appreciate you, Rob.
We love to see it.
I appreciate
what a staff we have.
And he still won't hire Alex. Alex has been applying.
I've been tanning my ass off, Kerry. I'm outside so much.
Kerry, I told him he's going to be the Jackie Robinson of MLB Bro. You know what I mean?
Wow. Making history.
Kerry, you should have seen when he saw there's at least one white guy who works for MLB
There's more
Bro.
than one. Don't look on the staff. There's about 3 or 4.
Like on the biggest masthead.
He had the biggest house.
Alex was pissed.
So frustrated. He had a big picture like Rob and everything.
Hey, you got to keep your other work friends your work friends. I think that's what Rob is saying to you. You guys aren't really family is what he's trying to say to you.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Not true. Not true at all.
Well, speaking of family, we got family weighing in the NFL. Deion Sanders has the most famous son quarterback in football right now. His name is Shedeur Sanders. Mm-hmm. And Deion went on a podcast this week in Cleveland, and he said that his son endured hell during the 2025 pre-draft process and his rookie season with the Browns. Take a listen.
When he take off his shirt, I see the scars on his back, that he's been through hell. But he's made it through hell. See, a lot of people stop in the middle when they're walking through it. He kept going. And he matured, not like he was a child, but matured spiritually. Well, understand, you can't force this.
I got news for Deion. It was hell watching Shedeur. Are you kidding me? It is unbelievable where we are. Shedeur had one of the worst rookie seasons as a quarterback in the history of the NFL. 56.6% completion, 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. The Browns went 3-4 in those games. His 10 interceptions over the final 8 weeks were an NFL high. Do you hear me? NFL high. Mm-hmm. Of the 36 quarterbacks with at least 200 passing attempts in 2025, Kerry, Shedeur Sanders ranked last in completion percentage, passer rating, adjusted yard per attempt, 5.14, adjusted net yard per attempt, 3.94, and the Brown signal caller was also second to last in interception rate at 4.9. That was hell. And for all the people, every time he threw a touchdown, who would text me and all of these Shedeur guys, I was like, dude, can you stop? Because you never text me when he throws another pick.
Right.
Okay? He did not play well. If this was Dylan Gabriel with these same numbers, what would people be saying, Kerry? What would they be saying?
Oh, they'd be done with Dylan.
They would be done with him.
They'd be done, yeah.
He can't play. This whole idea, like Shedeur was done wrong. I get it. A lot of guys, Kerry, their games don't always translate over into the next level.
Right.
You could be a great college quarterback. Plenty have been great college quarterbacks. Just close your eyes and pick an Ohio State quarterback, right?
Yeah.
And they're very good. All they do is win a ton of games and pile up stats, and then they go to play on Sundays in the NFL, and they can't play.
Yeah.
I just don't. The Shedeur thing kills me. It just does.
Rob, I think two things can be true here, and I think they both are. Shedeur did go through hell, but partly due to his own shenanigans and his own ways as well. Like the fact that they don't take any responsibility for their own accountability is part of the problem with the Sanders, because there is truth to this. But when you continue to speak on only the things that have been done to you as a person, as an individual, I think that starts to wear on people, and you start to swing to the other side, right, and look at what you're talking about right now. Like, he didn't play well either, and take some responsibility for, yes, you went through fire and you came out on the other end of that, and you're a better person. That can be true. But also now it's time to be the best version of yourself as a player, as an NFL guy, as you can. And right now, the sample size that we have of Shedeur wasn't really good football. So he's going to have to get better at that. And I think if he does and he plays better, then these conversations will be a little bit easier to have, in my opinion.
I get it, but you can't have it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
If Judy had an interception, you know what I mean, a ball thrown his way and something happened, they would blame him.
Yeah.
It was never Shedeur. Oh, it's the game plan. Oh, they're setting him up to fail.
Yeah.
Kerry, come on, man. Too many people have jobs in the. Kerry, can you explain to people, like you're a general manager, you're a coach. You really when the Seattle Seahawks signed Matt Flynn, they thought they had their quarterback, right?
That's right.
And Russell Wilson showed up, and what'd they do? They told Matt Flynn to hit the road, just like that.
Yeah.
Nope, done. This is the guy, and you picked the guy, and Russell Wilson won you a Super Bowl, got you to a second one. Okay.
Yep.
So don't tell me that there's some grand scheme plan behind the NFL to keep Shedeur Sanders so that he can't play.
No.
He got starts.
Yeah.
He could have lit it up. He could have done a lot of things. I just gave you the numbers.
Yeah.
They were god awful. They were terrible. I'm sorry. Why can't we say that? If I say it, I'm a hate, or I hate Shedeur, or I hate Deion. None of those things are true.
Right.
I have no reason to hate Shedeur. I don't know the kid. I don't have any reason to dislike the kid. But if he was Dylan Gabriel, those same people would say he can't play.
That's a fact.
Ain't nobody would be like, oh, that's not fair. It was Judy's fault because he fell down and it was a pick there or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we got to give him more time. They got to do more and better play calling for Shedeur. Shedeur's not starting. Deshaun Watson's going to start next year. And you know this, Kerry.
Oh, I do.
They owe him way too much money. He's going to start. Now, I'm not saying he's going to finish the season.
Yeah.
He's going to start.
He's going to start. I agree with you. And it has nothing to do with the play. You just said it. Like, we have to try our best to redeem this trade. At the end of the day, people don't want to be the person standing in front of something that's considered to be one of the things that could be one of the worst of all time. Like, nobody wants to stand with that. Nobody wants to own that. So they're going to at least give him the opportunity to change that narrative for sure.
It would be different if they could just, do what they did with Russell Wilson in Denver. You know what I mean? Where you just pour ketchup on it and say, I'm going to eat this. It's just so much they can't eat it.
Can't eat this one.
This will crush the Browns not just for this year, but for ramifications for years.
Rob,
to make
it even worse, the quarterback they got rid of to bring him in is having success somewhere else in Baker Mayfield. So even on top of that,
I always thought they did Baker wrong, and you know what, Kerry, I've always been players shouldn't play when they're hurt because they hold it against you.
Yes,
they held it against Baker was hurt that year. He remember the year before he was great.
Yep.
They won that playoff game against Pittsburgh. I mean, he won some really. Go back and look at that season and some of the teams that he beat. He was really good.
Yep.
The next year he got hurt and he tried to play through it and was not good. It was awful.
They 100% are going to hold that against you.
And they held it against him.
If you're on that field, you have to be ready to go.
So, all right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. What was worse last season? The Shedeur Sanders pre-draft process or his play on the field in Cleveland? Which one was worse? We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise. Right here on Fox Sports Radio, Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes, in for Kelvin Washington on a funky Flashback Friday. Stick and stay.
Especially if you have a problem with overhyping your own kids in the US of A.
So a reporter asked Jaylen Brunson, as the club's star player, has it bothered him to take on a reduced role and not have the ball in his hands as much during this run? Jaylen Brunson said quite bluntly, 1, I'm not a star, and 2, I want to win.
And you know what, Kelvin?
What's that?
I think he's right. He's not a star, and that doesn't mean that he's not a very good player, and we've seen him. We've seen the good of Jaylen Brunson. We've seen the bad. We've seen both. And when I say he's not a star, I'm just not so sure. I think this run here with the Knicks is convincing people that he's a piece of the puzzle, but he's not the last piece you got to put in, you know what I mean, to complete the job. And I think that's where the Knicks kind of went awry in years gone by because, and I get it. Like, Cat doesn't give you that consistent. I wouldn't call him a star either. But I do think that they're both in the right spots and the right situations for their skill sets and what they do best. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like this, neither one of them are like, oh yeah, this is Cat's going to go off every night, and you know you're going to get 35 from him and 12 rebounds. No, you don't. There's a lot of nights he disappears. And Brunson, you know, sometimes he gets into that hero ball, and it's a disaster. We've seen plenty of those as well. And then some nights he's fantastic. Can't stop him. So when he says, I'm not a star, there are a handful, and that more is not the biggest like indictment, like he's no good. It's just that they're just not that many stars. I think we throw that around a lot, superstar, this and that. I don't think there are that many stars. There's a handful.
I don't disagree. I just think that last thing you said to me is the separator. It's that there's tiers. I think he is a star. He's not a superstar. And if you take out the old guard, LeBron James is a superstar, Steph Curry's a superstar, Kevin Durant's a superstar. If you take out the old guard, there's only a handful of other superstars, in my opinion, in the NBA. And Luka would be one. I think Joker would be one.
You would put Luka. Oh, is this superstar?
Yeah, I think Luka's a superstar.
Okay.
Yeah, but to your point, there's only a handful of superstars. I think there are stars, and I think Jaylen Brunson absolutely is a star. I don't think you're a 2-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Star, Mr. Clutch. You are the best player on the Knicks and have been for a handful of years. In that market, what that team means to the NBA, I absolutely believe he is a star. But what I think he's doing,
but their years have always ended in disappointment. Like for the star that you say he is.
But I mean, he's gotten them to the Eastern Conference Finals. He's back to 3 seasons now of winning 50-plus games. They hadn't done that. They didn't win 45 games twice in 21 years, Rob.
But that's not. It's not based off of. You're too caught up in what happened in the past. I'm talking about the failures of what's happened when he's been there, like the failures of that.
But that doesn't make you. But I don't think that makes you a star. I think that can make you a superstar. But I think absolutely Jaylen Brunson's a star.
I don't think there's that many stars. A handful.
I would say there's a.
And you got like, because I would look at Luka's a star. When you
don't think he's a superstar?
No. I just say a star and a non-star. Luka's a star.
Oh no, I think there's tiers. I absolutely
you could name what's called.
There's no one in the NBA. Let's LeBron aside because he's obviously been the face. Then you got Steph Curry. Like there's no one close to those guys. Like to me, that's when those are superstars, megastar, whatever you want. Those are out of the stratosphere guys in the NBA. You know, Kevin Durant, and then you got stars, and then you got just maybe good role player, good players, whatnot. And I think part of what he's doing, to me, I look at it as a deeper thing of what he's doing, Rob. I think what he's doing is actually keeping that chip on his shoulder. I think he's actually doing that on purpose. Because when you look at Jaylen Brunson, when he was in Villanova, he was one of the guys. He was one of the better players. But we know they had the whole guys. You had the Josh Harts and the Mikal Bridges and DiVincenzo, and you had guys there. He was one of several. So I think he was there. He goes to the NBA, Rob. He's drafted the 33rd pick. He's in the second round. So I think he gets to the NBA. Where does he go? He plays with Dallas. He's playing with Luka, a superstar. So I think he's playing that little old me, chip on my shoulder. I'm not the biggest. I'm not the fastest. I'm not the quickest. I'm not the strongest. And I think he's playing that role to keep his edge, keep his mental edge. I absolutely believe he knows he's a star.
It is the Odd Couple on a funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington. Taking your phone calls, 877-99 on Fox, talking about Shedeur Sanders. But I do want to say, you hit 40, energy drops, weight sticks, God knows I know, and yeah, you're doing the same work. That's not discipline. That's biology. Doesn't mean you have to accept it. That's right. Go to mdriveformen.com. That's mdrive for men who show up. And Kerry, again, when it comes to Shedeur, it's real simple. What was worse? The Shedeur Sanders pre-draft process, which was crazy, and all kinds of conspiracy and all that kind of stuff, why he slipped in the draft, or his actual play on the field. So I know a lot of people want to jump in. Kerry, let's get to it.
Let's do it. We got Chris in Cleveland. You're on with the Odd Couple. He's close to home, Rob.
There you go.
Hey,
What's
how you
up,
guys
Chris?
doing, man? Thank you guys
Doing
for having
great.
me on, man. My first-time caller, so I appreciate y'all having me on.
Thanks for coming in, Chris.
Yes.
What you got over there?
I just want to say, give my man some grace. You know what I mean? Give my man some grace. He should have been drafted higher. Every receiver on his staff, every receiver he was throwing to was drafted, not free agents. They were all drafted, which means it's directly related to the quarterback. When he got to the league and he got to the team, he didn't have a great year, right? I heard you talking about his completion percentage and things like that. But Peyton Manning, one of the greatest quarterbacks in history that played 16 games at the exact same QB rating.
Yep.
So we didn't have an offensive line. The one who had the most receptions.
So if Dylan Gabriel played those games that he played and had these stats, I guarantee you wouldn't be calling up talking about give him more time. I guarantee you that. You're not being genuine. You're not being genuine in it because I don't care who the quarterback is. I don't care about the offensive line. It was a god-awful performance all the way around. And you can't blame and you can't just only blame the offensive line and the receivers and the head coaching and nothing on Shedeur. Come on.
I'm not saying that. That's not what
he didn't do anything wrong. It's everybody else.
That's not what I'm saying. I say he did not have a good season. I said that. I agree with that. Well, what I'm saying is, in the circumstances, I mean, even Jaden Daniels the year before, right? He didn't throw his first touchdown till week 7. So I'm just saying the guy had based on what the time that he had on task, he showed some flashes. He's got a better offensive line this year, some better receivers. Just give
Did I give you the numbers? It's all-time worst, all-time. Of anybody who had 200 snaps.
Hold on, Rob. Let me ask him something. Chris, do you want Deshaun Watson or you want Shedeur Sanders to start this season?
I want Deshaun to start.
Okay.
And I want him. He's going to lose the job, and he's going to lose it to Shedeur.
Okay.
Shedeur's going to take it the rest of the way. But it makes more sense for Deshaun to start. He's a veteran, former Pro Bowler. He's going to be able to set the offense to prepare the receivers to be able to play the game. But he doesn't finish a full season. So Shedeur will be in there, be able to play the game, he'll finish.
Thanks for the call. 877-99 on Fox.
Let's go to the next caller. We got Johnny in Virginia. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
Hey, guys. How are you guys?
We're doing well, man.
Doing great.
Good. So I think the pre-draft stuff with Shedeur is the biggest problem. He was drafted 144th, I think, in the 5th round. Everyone was saying it was going to be a first-round pick. He was drafted behind Gabriel, whatever his name was.
Dylan.
And
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan, yeah. So I think we should just treat him like that. He's a 5th-round pick, and there's a lot of hype around Colorado and his dad. So some of this stuff happened, so the media treated him like he was a guaranteed superstar, and he was, like, proven or something, but he wasn't. There was so much hype around Deion in Colorado. And then the fans, the media, the branding around the NFL, he's meeting with Tom Brady, doing workouts. I think it's unfair what has happened to him. And in a lot of ways, too, Deshaun hasn't helped himself because, he's got his own stuff going on. So there's a lot of dynamics there. But I think more importantly than his play, because he's a rookie, he got thrown out there. His stats aren't great. But the pre-media hype, the pre-draft hype is the problem.
Gotcha. Thanks for the call, Johnny.
877-99 on Fox. We got
who we got? We got Trucker Don in Boston. You're on with the Odd Couple,
Trucker
man.
Don.
There he is. There he is.
Hey, Trucker Don, where are you?
Mississippi today. Or as the locals call it, Mississippi.
Mississippi.
I called because, first of all, you guys know I love the show. You guys are awesome. And,
appreciate it.
Kerry, thanks for stepping in.
Thank you so much.
I was in Ohio when the Browns first got bought by Pilot and Flying J truck stops. And one of the area managers, general managers, whatever, came into the pilot that I was in, patting everybody on the back, handing out hats. Oh, what do you think? We just bought the Browns. He made the mistake of asking me. He says, hey, we just bought the Cleveland Browns. What do you think? And I says, well, that's a shame. He says, what do you mean a shame? I says, that means the players aren't going to get good showers either. No. And, but as far as Shedeur goes, I think the guy came in with his chest out too far. I definitely agree with that. Peyton Manning had 28 picks his rookie season, too.
Yep.
So it's just a rookie thing. I think he's going to do nothing.
It's not, Don. You can't say that, Don. Don, can I say this? Please. Huh. Everybody who thinks that because Peyton Manning, who had a terrible first year, that everybody who has a terrible first year as a rookie is going to be a Hall of Famer down the road is just not true. There's a lot of great guys great quarterbacks who had terrible years who, guess what, had terrible second years, terrible third years, and are out of the league. So it's not automatic just because you could look at Peyton Manning. I could give you 20 guys who had terrible first years and didn't make it. I could give you 20 guys.
Of course.
That's all.
Again, it's to be determined. I think it's too early to criticize. I mean, you can criticize anybody, and he definitely earned the criticism that he got. But as far as whether he's garbage, it's to be determined.
Yep.
And on another note for you, Rob,
yes.
Next time you're on the road, Pilot and Flying J Hot Wings are very good.
Okay. Are they on sale? You know, Trucker Don, I need a sale. Are they $5 for $5 or something?
Well, put in my phone number. You'll get a discount on the app. But other than that, they're a pretty good price. They're not bad. I think it's like $5 for $7 or something like that.
That's not bad.
And the hot wings are very good. The regular wings are pedestrian, but they're well cooked. They just need a sauce. So, but I like the hot wings.
I appreciate it, my man. You know I love the hot wings, too. Thank you, Don. Trucker Don, our man in Boston, driving around in Mississippi. He's all over the place.
Oh, you did? You've met him before? You met Trucker Don?
No. He's just been calling since day one. Yeah. He's a trucker.
Am I the only one, Rob, that thinks wings for $7 sounds like a bad idea?
No. It's not that bad. It's not that
They're
bad.
not that
all
bad?
Right.
Okay.
No, all right. Let's get you caught up with Mr. Steve DeSega. Let's do it.
In the NBA playoff game at Cleveland, Detroit has the halftime lead over the Cavs, 54-51. Each team shooting 50% from the floor. Cavs do lead the series at the moment, 3-2, and they are undefeated at home this postseason, 6-0. But Detroit is led by Cade Cunningham, who has 16 points from three-point range. He went 4 for 6 in the first half. Cunningham with 5 assists, 5 turnovers as well. Cleveland is led by the 13 points of Donovan Mitchell. The late game tonight will have Minnesota trying to stay alive, hosting San Antonio in a Game 6. That's after 9:30 Eastern. Knicks guard OG Anunoby practiced fully for the first time since his hamstring injury. He missed their last 2 games. At the PGA Championship, Maverick McNeely is tied for the lead. Rory McIlroy 1 over par, barely making the cut at 4 over Shane Lowry. The NHL is off. At the Italian Open, Casper Ruud advanced to the final. Coco Gauff is in the women's final there on Saturday. To Major League Baseball, among the late games in about an hour, Dodgers at Angels, and Dodger lefty pitcher Blake Snell was scratched tonight with an elbow injury. The team is confident he'll return this year. No decision on surgery yet or not. Dodgers first in the NL West, just a half game over the Padres, who will be at Seattle tonight. The Pirates are leading at home against the Phillies, 7-3 in the bottom of the 6th. They're up 6-0 on Aaron Nola in the 3rd inning. Kyle Schwarber of the Phils has hit his 19th home run. That's 8 in the last 8 games. Also in progress, Toronto and young pitcher Trey Yesavage leading 2-1 at Detroit. That's in the bottom of the 6th inning. Also in progress, the Tampa Bay Rays, the first-place team in the AL East, winning again 6-1 over Miami, top of the 6th. The Rays have a 2-game lead on the Yankees. Yankees are up 3-0 at the Mets in the bottom of the 4th. Yankee pitcher Max Fried was placed on the IL with a bruised elbow. Back to you.
All right, Steve. Appreciate it. It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes filling in for Kelvin Washington here on a Funky Flashback Friday. Now let's bring in our guest. And we are now down with the king. Yes? Sean King, that's right. Former NFL quarterback and, of course, Fox Sports Radio NFL analyst. Sean King, what's up? Say what's up to Kerry Rhodes.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Sean, what up, baby? How you doing?
How are you?
I'm excellent, man. I cannot complain about anything at all.
Well, if you're the Raiders, you should be complaining because how could the Raiders not get one primetime game? They got the number 1 overall pick at quarterback. They got Tom Brady. They got a new coach. All this stuff that they did. People told me they had a great draft, all this. They can't get one primetime game so we can see Mendoza? What is this?
Well, are they still doing the slotting on the second half of the season? Where they can move around and maneuver a little bit?
Yep.
Flexing,
Yep,
right?
yep.
So because of the addition of Kirk Cousins, it was hard to pinpoint when Mendoza would be the starting quarterback. So this allows the television networks to wait for that transition to happen, if it happens, and then act accordingly.
There you go,
Dude,
Rob.
There still should have been a game. You don't know. I mean, I don't know. Kirk Cousins could be hurt or something, or Kirk Cousins might not. They might decide to go with the rookie. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, the idea that the Raiders, with their history and everything going on, that they don't get one game. That's a storied franchise. I know they haven't won a lot, Sean, but that's a storied franchise. They've done a lot. First black coach, first Hispanic coach. I mean, I could go on and on and on about Al Davis and the Raiders and what that organization stands for, and they shouldn't be disrespected like that to get one game. So
I agree. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have a game, but I'm saying because of the flex option, at least they can kind of dictate now.
Yeah, but the flexes are usually, Sean, this is where I disagree, that they had to figure something else out with the Raiders. The flex is for teams vying for the playoffs or in a big game. So I doubt that they're going to flex into any Raiders game. I'm not expecting them to make the playoffs or be that good. I'm just talking about seeing the young quarterback at some point. I'm not saying opening night.
Well, first of all, don't put a ceiling on the Raiders' 2026 season.
I'm putting a ceiling on it, and I'm painting it black.
Hey, Kerry, here's the hardest thing for people to understand about this league.
Yeah.
If we had this conversation last year, I said the Patriots will be in the Super Bowl, coming off of what they were 2-4, 2-15.
Yep. It was a fluke. It was an anomaly. Stop it. Come on.
But
it's a
it just
fluke.
happens. So guess what? It's possible, Rob.
Tell him, Sean.
Here's why the NFL is the greatest professional sports platform in America, and it's not even close. It's the only league where every city really has hope.
But it's false hope. It's false hope because you know why? It's false hope because the same teams go all the time except for last year, which was a fluke. Yes, they do. There have been more different baseball teams than NFL teams that make it to the championship over the last decade. It's fact. It's fact. It's fact.
Are you mad that the Dodgers keep winning the pennant in baseball? So you're trying to put football?
I'm not mad. No. What am I mad at?
Rob, I'm not going to allow you to do this. I'm not.
Sean, we're gonna move along because the thing about it is, I think we all agree that they probably should have had one game possibly, but it didn't happen. And so I'm with Sean. I think there was a little bit of trying to wait and see there. But I want to move on to the defending champions, the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to have a rematch in their opener against the Patriots. Did you see that coming with all the stuff that's happening with the Patriots behind closed doors? And how do you feel about that situation, Sean?
I like it. I mean, that's the hottest topic in football right now, right? Rossini and Vrabel.
Yep.
This puts that on the front street.
Wait a minute. When is Diana Rossini night? That's the night I want to go to the game. When is that?
Let Sean get through this, right?
If they start with a bobblehead on that night, that'll be the greatest moment in NFL history. But what it also does, there's no guarantee Seattle's good this year. So it gives them an opportunity to have a primetime game, and they're guaranteed to be relevant.
Yep.
They did lose a lot this offseason. They didn't make a lot of substantial free agent moves. They could very easily be mediocre at best. So I think it's a reward to Seattle for being the defending Super Bowl champion.
Gotcha.
As soon as they won, they put the team up for sale. They're like, dude, we are you kidding? Let's get out of this right now. This is it.
Go out on
we
top,
got
baby.
so fortunate we won a Super Bowl, right? Like let's ditch this popsicle stand. I was going to ask you about the Vrabel Rossini thing. I guess the Chargers made light of it, made fun of with the schedule. Reveal or whatever. I thought it was very clever. I have no problem with it. Some people had their panties in a bunch. Where are you? Should that be off? Should that be off limits?
Well, I don't think people should care because it's OPB. It's other people's business.
There you go.
But I do think it.
No. You're absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. And I'm not going to let you say it. It's not other people's business. When you're covering somebody and you're sleeping with them, and you're in public, and you're kissing and hugging and all that in public, and you're public people, it is news. You're kidding yourself. This is not Joe who works at the post office with Dorothy from the supermarket who nobody knows. That's their private business. They're public figures. You're totally wrong.
Kerry, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, the only two people that really matters to at the end of the day is her husband and his wife.
No, it does not. Stop saying that. It's false.
Yes,
That's false.
And
You're living in a dream world. I don't know. Did you work with Diana Rossini too? Because the only people who seem not to be bothered are friends of hers. Those are the only people.
I live by the rule, free birds got to fly. She's been a free bird this whole time. Let her fly. And what makes it, to me, acceptable to be used as comedy and satire is the Patriots are owned by a guy who's not going to succumb to outside pressure.
Of course not, because he got busted in a massage parlor. Of course not.
Well, I mean, he understands people make mistakes. He knows Vrabel's a good coach. He's not going to allow a mistake to make him do something.
Is that a mistake? Is that a mistake or is that a character flaw? I'm going to ask you, is that a mistake or a character flaw?
They got caught. That was the mistake.
No. A mistake is you might do something once and realize you made a mistake. You don't have a 6-year minimum relationship being married with somebody in public. That's not a mistake. That's a character flaw. It's not a mistake.
That's other people's business.
No, it's not.
If there's one deficiency in heterosexual men that I know is applicable to almost all of us, it's we have a weakness for that. He gave into his weakness.
Everybody doesn't have to do. Everybody doesn't do that, Sean. I'm sorry. I'm not going.
I didn't say everybody. Stop putting words in my mouth.
To be accepting.
Who's producing the show? Hey, can you mute Rob's mic so I can talk, please?
He owns you right now, Sean. He won't even let you get it out.
All right, I'm done, Sean. Tonight, I'm done.
That's my friend, man. I'm glad to be back on the show. Hope everything is good with Kelvin. Kerry, great job filling in. But at the end of the day, listen, he made a mistake. He's paying for it. Now he gets a chance to move on. If this happens again, okay, then we can have this conversation about character flaws and morality and all this kind of stuff. But hey, the man made a mistake.
I didn't mention morality because I'm not into the morality part. That's his. He'll have to answer to God on that. That's not between me or anybody else. But that is something different when you start. Like, is he leaking team information? Did he give her stories about players and their injuries? Like, seriously, there's a lot more stuff than that.
Rob, here's the thing. Every NFL insider has some kind of relationship with sources. It may not be sexual, but
sexual crosses a line between having a relationship.
Listen, Rob, those sources leak information that they think is beneficial for their narrative and their positioning then and moving forward so they can get to the public. It's part of the game. Now, they went above and beyond because they were in some kind of relationship, but that's their business. They spouses got to deal with that. But don't act like in that game it ain't I like this person more, so I'm going to feed this person something. Like, don't act like they don't play favorites in that space. This isn't some, like, abstract, like, unordinary occurrence. They just got caught.
There you go, Rob.
I'm just going to let you go because I'll argue with you all night. Thank you,
Well,
Sean
the thing
King.
is, when you're getting cooked, I mean, sometimes you got to take a break. I don't know where Jason Whitlock is. Please find Jason Whitlock. I
Hey, you know what?
grilled his butt yesterday.
I was going to say, please, there's one name you can leave off the Odd Couple. Thank you, Sean.
All right, love y'all, man. Y'all have a great weekend.
All right, Sean.
You too.
You guys got heated about that one, huh, Rob? What's going on with that? What is this stemming from? You feel that heartbeat coming out of my chest and yours now? I think you've revved us all up, Rob.
You know how it is. All right, more Odd Couple coming up next right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Unless your name's Sean.
The self-proclaimed king is out of the playoffs, and now it's about his future. Fill us in.
Yeah, all signs point to LeBron James, another off season of will he or won't he? Is he going to retire, or is he going to ride off into the sunset, or is he going to stay with the Lakers, or is he going to go play someplace else? We don't know. LeBron says he doesn't know. But at a minimum, according to Lakers executive Rob Pelinka, they want nothing more than to see the king back in the purple and gold next season.
I think the first order of business is allowing him to spend the time he needs to decide what his next step are. Does he want to play another year in the NBA? And that'll be, as he said to you guys last night, family time, I think time with his inner circle. And we just want to honor that for him. Of course, any team, including ours, would love to have LeBron James on their roster. That's a blessing in itself, just with what he does.
Rob Pelinka is full of BS. Can we start there? Because if they wanted LeBron James back, they would have offered him an extension, which they never officially did. Okay, but whether you could say the money that they wanted, well, you make an offer, and then if you really want to figure it out, LeBron would have had a chance to decide whether or not that happened. That did not happen. So I'm not buying this whole idea that it's about giving LeBron some space and time. If you really wanted the guy back, that's what you would have done. But I have the solution for LeBron James. It won't take you long, okay? Really quick. Mm-hmm. LeBron James, is this on?
It's on even in Detroit.
Retire! LeBron James, retire. I know you didn't get the send-off that you might have wanted and all that. You got everything else. There's nothing left for you. There's absolutely nothing left for you to continue to play, other than the stockpile numbers that are meaningless and can't get you anywhere else. A 4-game sweep by OKC tells you where you fit in. I get it. Luka wasn't there, but last year y'all got knocked out in the first round with Luka. Austin Reeves was there. Dude, this team, the way it's constructed right now, is not going anywhere. All these young teams, young guns. You've done everything you wanted. You've compiled all these numbers. You're the all-time leading scorer. You won 4 championships. You've got 1 million travel miles by skipping team to team. You've done everything you want to do. You forced the Lakers to draft your son. You were the first father and son team to get swept in a 4-game series. I mean, all the stuff.
Stop it with these ridiculous stats.
You got everything. You got everything you want.
You got to be kidding me. I'm shocked you. You know what? I'm shocked you waited that long to get that one in. I thought that would be on the lead, Rob G. The first father and son to get swept. I'm not gonna lie. I was shocked when I walked in here and was like, "Oh, that's not what he's talking about right out the bat."
But my point is, dude, give it a break. Can you stop? Seriously. You've been around. The worst thing you want to be is stick around too long. You've already been around too long. People get tired of talking about you. People can get tired of the whole, can we stop with the LeBron and Michael Jordan conversation? I think he conceded just recently that he's not the GOAT. So what is the purpose of you continuing to play? You're going to go to another team? Is that what you want to do? Leave the Lakers, go play a year somewhere, go back to Cleveland, disrupt what they have going on for your own selfish reasons, bring your son back. Is that what you really want to do? I'm sure Donovan Mitchell really wants to be involved in that. Retire LeBron is so simple. There's nothing left on the plate. It's licked clean. Move on with your life. Go make those movies. Go do whatever you want to do in Hollywood. But you should not play basketball next season.
Ain't nobody telling you to retire. You've been here 40 years talking about you want to go 5 more years. You're going from city to city. Look at you hopping cities. Now you in Detroit again. Nobody's telling you to retire. Listen, I'm going to put it like this. We had this conversation 4, 5, 6 months ago. I actually get a lot of what you're saying on some sincerity. It makes sense, right? He's done everything. He's checked the boxes. You either say he's the GOAT or he's number 2 or 3 at this point. It's not changing for most people. Either he is or he's not. It's not really budging either way for most people. The challenge, I think, Rob, is he played very well this year. And for the Lakers organization, he was their most consistent player. Luka, we know, is their best at this point in their careers. But Luke was in and out of the lineup. Then obviously they lose him for the bulk of the end of the season and obviously into the postseason.
I'm a woman. It is the Shaka Khan here, right on a Funky Flashback Friday.
Whoa.
It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington, and stream us live wherever you happen to be in the iHeart app.
I'm a
Catch
woman.
us and all of our Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7.
Do it!
In the new and improved iHeart app. Just search Fox Sports Radio in the app and stream us live all day, every day. Be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets in the iHeart app so it always pops up at the top of your screen. Rob G, you got a Pistons update? What is the Pistons Cavs? I know they were down big, right?
Our Pistons, Rob, we're back. City Boys, we up 68-57 Detroit midway through the third quarter.
How much time left?
About 5:45 left in the third.
Cavs will cut it to 4 to start the fourth quarter and win the game.
Well, here's the problem, Rob, is, you did a whole spiel there in hour one about your guy, James Harden. You were calling him Slim Jim Harden because he looks svelte out there like a gazelle. He's back going to playoff Jimmy. 4 for 8 shooting, 13 points, which is fine. 7 turnovers, Rob. He got more turnovers.
He's got 7 turnovers?
Midway through the third, 7 turnovers. I think that the script has not been flipped in the way you thought it was, Rob.
Well, wait a minute.
He's got a quarter. Got a quarter and a half.
He got a quarter in 5 minutes.
He get a triple-double with turnovers. We love to see that.
Hey, as long as he makes the big 3 to win the game, nobody will care.
Yep.
That's all that matters. It's always about wins and losses. Obviously, 7 turnovers is bad.
Down to 7 already.
It's down to 7?
Yep.
Yeah, come on, man. This is, we already know where this is headed. I get it.
Have any of these games been uncompetitive? I don't think
these games?
Yeah. This series particularly.
No, it's been a good series. It's been pretty good. Yeah, Detroit.
Because neither team is great. So
I think they're both really good. Yeah. And they both have their warts for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely that kind of a series.
Yeah.
So, but man, we got a lot to get to in the final hour. Kerry, man, this show goes by fast.
It's flying, man, for sure.
We're going to talk about the Cincinnati Bengals and their defense that hasn't gotten any better, but everybody loves the Bengals. We'll get into that. So there's a lot of stuff to get to in hour number 3, including last call. Mark Medina will get some more NBA stuff, see what's going on. I know you want to catch up and find out about LeBron and him feeling taken for granted by the Lakers. His son is on the team.
He's ridiculous, man.
Right?
We'll talk
his
about
son's
him.
on the team.
Yeah.
And they've taken you for granted. Is that what happened? Because they didn't give you a ball? It's incredible. I don't know where. Is this the Twilight Zone? All I know is it is the Odd Couple on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do? Stick and stay.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
The Detroit Pistons still lead at Cleveland under 4 minutes to go third quarter. Detroit up 74-66, needing a win to force a Game 7 of their second-round series on Sunday. Coming up in about 45 minutes, it's San Antonio up 3-2 playing at Minnesota. If a Game 7 is needed there, it would be at San Antonio on Sunday. Tonight for the Pistons, leading the way, Cade Cunningham with 19 points. Top scorer in the starting lineup for the Cavs, James Harden with 15. He does have 7 turnovers. To Major League Baseball, the Pirates were up 6-0 early on Philadelphia and Aaron Nola. It's 8-5 over the Phils in the bottom of the 8th right now. However, 2 home runs for Kyle Schwarber. He's up to 20 this season. Meanwhile, it's the Angels hosting the Dodgers in about 40 minutes. Blake Snell, L.A. Dodger pitcher, scratched with an elbow injury. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 3.
Number 3.
Here on a Funky Flashback Friday, Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington here on Fox Sports Radio. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And, of course, you can go on YouTube and you can watch Kerry and I right now broadcast The Odd Couple. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. And you know what? After you've done that, tap the thumbs up icon. Comment away. Let us know who you agree with more. I'm sure it's me, not Sean King. Go to our YouTube channel and just watch us live right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. And coming up in about 28 minutes, Mark Funky Cole Medina from Essentially Sports and, of course, a Fox Sports Radio NBA insider, and we also will have a last call and preview that Spurs Timberwolves Game 6 in Minneapolis. So a lot to get to, Kerry, here in hour number 2. We got a quick update, or you got? I saw they were down. The Cavs down by 6. Is it still or
7 right now? 75-68 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left.
It's a lot of time.
That's
2 3-pointers. Yeah. So we got it. Okay. Rob G, there was a lot of stuff that came out of the schedule release, and people. This is Kerry. You know this as a football player. People just make up stories in the NFL, like the idea that they're going to pick a team's record, not knowing who's going to be playing, who's injured, and all this kind of stuff, because they wanted to have something to talk about. So somehow somebody, I don't know, Rob G, who you can explain more, looked at the Bengals record and decided what, Rob G?
Well, it wasn't people. It was odds makers, and the algorithms have already came out and decided who should be favored in every single game this upcoming season. Before any games have been played,
Kerry, without knowing who's playing, injuries,
I'm going to text Lamar Mitchell, BetMGM, and say, Rob Parker thinks you're stupid for trying to pick these games. It's week 18 odds already. I don't like it.
Right.
But in any event, the odds makers have already determined who should be favored in every single game. The prediction markets have already come out and said, here's what we think is most likely to happen across all of these games across the entire season. And according to the odds makers, Joe Burrow's Cincinnati Bengals are currently favored in 15 games this season. That'd be the most games the Bengals have been favored.
Look at that. Even Kerry can't even believe what you just said.
History. The only team who is currently favored in more games this season before week 1 has even been played is the LA Rams at 16.
Wow. Even the Rams being favored in 16. And, I love the Rams, but you can't pick that, and you cannot predict that. And for them to say the Bengals?
But here's my issue. Did they fix the defense? Because you know what? I saw, Kerry, was it last year, 2 years ago? Or I think it was 2 years ago. I saw Joe Burrow throw 9 touchdowns against the Baltimore Ravens in 2 games. Yep. 9 touchdowns.
Yep.
And didn't win 1 game.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago, yeah. Yeah.
Remember that?
Uh-huh.
Like he played great.
Yep.
He played great.
Yep.
And Lamar threw 8 touchdowns, and you know what I mean? And they still won. And my point is, the defense to me isn't fixed. Is it fixed? Rob G, talk about the real quick offseason. Yeah, they made a trade. They got a big player, right? But didn't they lose a big player?
Yes, they did. So last month, before the draft, the Bengals traded the number 10 overall pick to the Giants for star defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence, 2-time All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler. He's got a good resume.
Yep.
The only problem is he's coming off his worst season in his career, where he had career lows in sacks and tackles.
That's why he was expendable. Okay?
And on top of that, while they added Dexter Lawrence, they lost Trey Hendrickson. Mm-hmm. So it's not like you're adding him to this defense. And even if they had added him to the defense, this is what the Bengals had defensively going last season. Last season, the Bengals ranked 31st in total defense, 30th in scoring defense, and at one point, they allowed at least 27 points and at least 350 total yards across 8 straight games, a mark which had never been seen before in the history of the NFL. What's worse, Pro Football Focus had the Bengals as the NFL's 3rd worst tackling team in the league. 3 of the top 8 worst tacklers all played for the Bengals. And here's the last one. Jamar Chase, who is a wide receiver, he plays on offense, had as many solo tackles, 5, as their first-round rookie defensive end, Shamar Stewart.
That is unbelievable.
Stewart, by the way, had the lowest rating in Pro Football Focus among 116 qualified edge defenders.
Is that good or bad, Rob G?
That's terrible.
Oh, okay.
I just don't see it. I know people, look, I get the Joe Burrow love and what he was able to do. Remember, he got hurt his first year, Kerry. Mm-hmm. The second year he comes back, leads that franchise to a Super Bowl. We know the history. Marvin Lewis, when he was there, had a good Bengals team. Yep. They lost 7 straight playoff games eventually, right? He got fired. They just couldn't win a playoff game. He comes along and changes everything, okay? And I know he's been banged up or whatnot, but I'm sorry, the last few years, that team's defense, despite all of the offense that they have and the receivers and Joe Burrow and whatnot, I must be missing something because I just don't have that feel that the Bengals are going to be doing, what people think that they should be favored in 15 out of 17 games, and I'm expecting big things from them. I really don't. Where are you on the Bengals?
How can you expect big things from the Bengals? They start out slow every year.
So they're usually 0-3 or 1-4, 1-3.
Every year they're behind the 8 ball, and that's even with Joe Burrow. Like that's his time there as well. This team is a notoriously slow starting team. So for them to be favored in the 15 games doesn't even make sense from that aspect alone. Then you factor in the defense. The defense is atrocious, and you get rid of their best defensive player, and you bring in a guy that came off a down year, so you're hoping and you're probably expecting him to play better, but he plays inside. He's not going to lead the team in sacks. He's not going to be a huge difference maker. Now, if he was brought in and you had Trey Hendrickson on the edge, then we're talking about something totally different. But right now, they're still trying to find that guy that has some type of cachet that can be a factor coming off the edge and getting after the quarterback. So they're not going to be able to stop anybody, again, unless they improve a little bit, but they would have to improve a lot to even be a mediocre defense. So to think they're going to win all 15 of these games by just outscoring teams, it's just not going to happen. So I don't like it at all. And I'm with you, Rob. All these preseason things and all these preseason polls are just, it's entertainment. It has no real merit to it.
It's just mind-boggling to me. I get it. They want to try to keep the NFL going and alive, but I'm just,
of course,
Kerry, sitting around talking about who's going to win in Week 15 of the NFL season. Like I just scratch my head and look at people, and I'm like, dude, if you got kids, take your kid to the park. Like, just can you help an elderly neighbor? Can you read to a kid or something? Like
go put your toes in some grass and just chill out for a bit.
Right. Like, it's okay. September will be here before you know it. You can dive deep into football and all that. Dude, Kerry, nobody was a bigger football fan than me when I was in high school. Nobody.
I remember, yeah.
I wouldn't work. I was a shoe salesman at a shoe store at the Queen Center Mall in New York. I told my boss, Shelly Zimmerman, I don't work on Sundays during football season. Can you imagine being 17 years old?
Yeah.
16 years old, telling your boss you don't work on Sundays?
To go watch the Jets. Look at you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yes.
No, I know.
I used to look over at my mom at church. It would be like, Kerry, our house was like walking distance from church. Look over, give her the look. She'd go like 10 minutes to 1 kickoff. I wanted to see kickoff. I couldn't go after. If the minister went long, a Baptist church, you know what I'm saying? I might be there all day.
Yep.
I would look over at her. I'd be like, can I go?
Really?
She would go.
Mom was good with it?
She was good with it.
Yeah.
My mom was the best.
Oh, I love it.
Go. She knew how important it was. I had to see the kickoff. You know what I mean, Kerry? I don't want to get there with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. No. I needed to see the kickoff.
I love that.
And so as much, and that's what I'm saying, as much as I love football, like when I was in high school, like of that ilk, I just think it's ridiculous. And if the Bengals are that good, I'll be the first one to admit that I was wrong, but I just don't see it defensively. We know what they can do offensively.
Of course.
It's not an issue about that. It's about defensively.
It's defensively.
It's about defensively.
It's defensively, Rob, and health as well.
Yep. Rob G, what you got?
I was going to say, it's not even just the defense, which is the problem, because you talk about Burrow and Chase and Higgins and Chase Brown. And they have weapons galore. They could score.
Yeah.
And the defense is terrible. But here's the other thing. They have one of the worst offensive, if not the worst offensive line in football, despite investing $100 million amongst 2 receivers and a quarterback.
Yeah.
The Bengals had the number 28 ranked offensive line last season.
Oh, wow.
Joe Burrow has been sacked 213 times in 77 career games. Just for context, Andrew Luck was sacked 174 times in 86 games, and his beating was so bad he went to early retirement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why Joe
Fourth
Burrow
one.
was saying back in December, I don't know how much I'm loving football right now.
Yeah.
I'm not having fun anymore. We'll see how long I want to do this.
Yep.
Yeah, and rightfully so. When you get beat up at that, and Kerry, you know this.
Yes, I do, brother.
You know, like, and especially as a quarterback, where these big dudes are coming at you and slamming you down to the field.
And Rob, they playing this new softer era, and they still getting beat up. So imagine that time.
You know, the old days was really like people got. I remember going back to those high school days I was talking about when they had to implement in the grasp.
Yep.
Do you remember that? You know what that is, Kerry?
Of course, yeah.
In the grasp, where you could just grab a jersey of a quarterback and that would count as a sack if you just grabbed his jersey.
Yep.
Because there was so many quarterbacks who had gotten hurt, the league was panicked.
Yep.
Like nobody wants to see backup quarterbacks, and like all these star quarterbacks got hurt, so they came up with in the grasp. If they grabbed that jersey, it was a sack, and that's how they did it.
Yep.
Crazy. All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Are you expecting the Bengals to bounce back next season? Or will their defense be their undoing yet again? It is the Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Especially if you need a little help hiring in the US of A.
ESPN insider Dave McMenamin, who has been covering LeBron teams now going back to Cleveland. He just followed him.
No, he covers LeBron.
He covers
LeBron.
Sure. So
Rob G, he covers LeBron.
He laid out in an article today a myriad of issues that LeBron has with Lakers brass, including the idea that they take him for granted. He pointed to a specific instance on March 31st. Lakers beat the Cavs. They felt good about themselves. It was LeBron's career 1,229th win, moved him past Kareem for the most wins by any player in NBA history, combined regular season and postseason. And yet, after the game, and this is all on video, you can see on the Lakers website, they were promoting this actual game. And Rob Pelinka walks in with the game ball, and instead of giving it to LeBron, he gives it to J.J. Redick to celebrate. J.J. Redick getting his 100th career win as a head coach. And according to McMenamin, LeBron James marched off into the night, simmering from the perceived indignation by the organization that he feels is another example of them taking him for granted.
LeBron James needs to stop. Seriously. That's pretty petty right there. I don't know why you're celebrating the 100 wins for J.J. Redick. I agree with that. I don't think that there's really like okay. That just doesn't, to me, that just doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, they give out game balls for everything. That's not like a retired jersey.
No.
You know what I mean?
But if you're going to give that one out on that night, it can't be to him. I'm sorry, it can't be on that night. My point is, for him to say he's been taken for granted is ridiculous. All they've done is pacify this guy since he showed up. They got rid of all the young guys, traded them all away. LeBron couldn't wait for them to develop, right? I'm not waiting around. They moved on. They got him Anthony Davis. What do you got to do? Give up anybody and their uncle. We need Anthony Davis here. They got Anthony Davis for him. He wanted Westbrook. They got Westbrook for him. He wanted Vogel gone. Vogel was gone. Who won a championship, okay? If you have people want to discount LeBron's Mickey Mouse championship, Vogel was the coach there. They got rid of him. He wanted his son on the team. They drafted him. He wanted J.J. Redick with no coaching experience, his podcast partner. How in the world could he sit there and put his lips together and honestly say to Dave McMenamin, oh, they take me for granted? Because all they've done is acquiesce to him and pacify him and do everything that they can for him during his time in L.A. I think it's a totally false statement, and they have a million examples of them doing right by him, none bigger than lowering the standards of the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the biggest and celebrated franchises in American sports history, to take his son to pacify him. Seriously. They even stooped to that level. And the idea that he's ungrateful because, I don't know, maybe they didn't announce that night that he passed Kareem, and I think that had to be what happened, Kelvin, that wasn't announced that day. I don't even, I never heard of that as a stat, how many games you won as a player. Do you know what I mean? Because it just sounds kind of weird, like whatever the number is, nobody knew that there was a countdown. So other than that, I don't know how you could say that the Lakers have taken him for granted.
No, and I think they've been a very group relationship for each other, meaning he's been there for them, everything they needed coming off of the last 4 years or so with Kobe, when they continued to have to, they weren't great. They were losing a lot of games. They weren't making the postseason. Kobe was hurt. It was rough. The Laker brand went down for a little bit. Let's just call it what it is. And he comes in, he automatically brings back, people are watching, the hype of it that comes with him. They win a championship. He's been great for them as far as just always keeping them relevant. They're in the postseason, and they've been great to him, as you mentioned. Hey, some things you left out. The fact that there was a moment where everybody was a Rich Paul guy on the Lakers. It felt like they brought, not only did they bring in your guy.
That was the other part. You're right.
And it was, all right, we got you, we got KCP, we got Anthony Davis, we got Kyle Kuzma, we got THT, we got 8 or 9 guys on the team were Clutch Sports guys, and Clutch Sports had its hand on the team, You talk about, obviously, the obvious with bringing in Bronny. You talk about, again, honoring him, and he's great for them in that now the person who passes a Laker, all-time scorer in Kareem, is another Laker in LeBron. He wasn't a Cav. He wasn't a Rocket. He wasn't a Knick. He wasn't a Miami Heat. That will forever be. Well, when they show the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, it will be LeBron in a Laker jersey with his arm around Kareem, a former Laker great. So my point is they've been great for each other. And I think there is a point when you can get to LePetty.
It's a funky flashback Friday here on The Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington. And at the University of Maryland Global Campus, you can choose from more than 65 graduate online degrees and certificates, including its MBA, now with 10 specializations, no application fee through June 1st. That sounds like music to my ears. Visit umgc.edu. It is The Odd Couple. Our telephone number, 877-99 on Fox. Pistons, they got it wrapped up, right? Up 14.
Yeah, it's looking like might be some trouble for Cleveland right now.
What do we got now? What's the score?
Down by 13 with 6 minutes left.
13 still. Wow.
Yeah.
Only 6 minutes left in the fourth?
Yes.
That's it?
Yep.
Yeah, they take an epic collapse here.
And it's not James Harden's fault. He's playing well. I'm seeing like he's not.
I guess they did come down. It is like last game where they had a 15-point lead but the idea of trying to come back on a 9-point with 2.5 minutes to go twice will be something. If they do that, people will be the city might be burned down. I'm in right currently, so we don't want to do that. All right, 877-99 on Fox. We got people want to chime in on the Bengals.
We got anybody want to chime in, Rob J? You send it to me? Let me check it out right now. We got a couple of calls in. We're going to start with Tim in Atlanta. You're on with The Odd Couple, man. How are you?
Chilly Tim.
Good.
What up, Timmy?
Rob? Good. How you doing, Kerry? Rob, how about my Braves, baby? They rolling right now.
They are rolling, man. They certainly are rolling.
Cubs game, but I'm going to catch the Red Sox this weekend. I had to take a night off. But a couple points. Have the Bengals not looked at the last couple Super Bowl winners with the defense, with Seattle, with Philly, even Kansas City when they won? They had a pretty decent defense. Like, you got to have a defense to win a Super Bowl. And Josh Allen left, the Kansas City Chiefs on the field. He had a lead, but his defense let him down. I mean,
no doubt.
Dallas is the blueprint. Can score points out of the world, but it couldn't stop anybody. You gotta have at least a mediocre defense.
No, you gotta be. You know what? A make-play defense, right, Kerry? Like you gotta make a play. If you're not like the greatest defense, you can still make a play and win a game if you're a defense.
Right.
Yep.
So I don't expect them to make the playoffs. I think it's going to be really tough. I think Baltimore is going to win that division. And I think a wild card is going to be tough because there's still some great outside teams. So I don't even see them. It'd be a miracle to me, Rob, if they make the playoffs this year.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you.
I'm with you. I don't have them slated for the playoffs either.
Yeah.
Have a good evening, guys.
All right, Tim.
All right. Yep. Thanks, Chili Tim. 877-99 on Fox.
We're going to move on to a guy who they just said something about Baltimore, right? So we're going to go to Bert in Baltimore. You on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
What's up, Bert?
Yeah, Rob, long time no talk, man. I listen to you all the time. I got two main points. The Bengals, shame on them. It's where great quarterbacks go to draw. I'm a Ravens fan, but I love Joe Burrow. If you love athletics, you don't love him, you're not a good person. They did not protect him. He should have left there for the first contract. You can't make chicken soup with chicken shit. He has no offensive line, and the defense sucks. Now, the Max trade, this is what really happened. This is my point. They had it. The trade was going to go through. Then, when they got that free...
All right. Thank you. 877-99 on Fox.
Oh, man.
I mean, I know it's a saying by a lot you
can't say that.
I don't know
now.
what you're talking about, Rob. Nobody heard that, but Steve.
Nobody heard it. Okay, very nice. Thank you.
We're going to go to another call. It's going to be a little safer on this side. We're going to go with Andre in Massachusetts. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, the Cincinnati Bengals, I do have them having a resurgent season next year based on the disarray that's going to take place, in my view, in the AFC North. Baltimore Ravens, they have a new skipper, new management. We don't know how it's going to go. A lot of question marks.
It can't be worse than it was with John Harbaugh, I'll tell you that.
Right, but they have talent. They've had talent over the last couple of years, but we don't know how it's going to work on a new management. Lamar Jackson has never had another general other than Harbaugh, and that seemed to run its course, but it's going to take some time for me. I don't think it's going to be lightning in a bottle for them to start. So that's going to create an opportunity for the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cleveland Browns are the Cleveland Browns, okay? And there's talk that they are looking to get into that march for Arch Manning, right, with the quarterback controversy allegedly between Shedeur and Deshaun Watson. So they're always going to have things to work out in their own house. And the Steelers, listen, new coach with McCarthy coming in, and then Aaron Rodgers doing his normal drama. So the point is, I don't think it's because Cincinnati is an overpowering team. I just think they're going to have an opportunity, like the Patriots did this year in a weekend in division, to get some momentum, some steam, and then see how they can do in the AFC. Thanks for taking the call.
Okay, Andre in the Commonwealth, can we bet some wings on this? Because I'm not betting on the Cincinnati Bengals and their D. I don't care how the rest of the division. I'm sorry. I just can't.
I got 25 wings.
25 wings. What do you have them? You have them winning the division, correct?
I'm going to be bold on this. Yes, winning the division.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Wide open. Joe Burrow, if he can stay upright, they're going to win the division. Yes.
Very good. All right, there we go. 25 wings. And, Kerry, you got to see the picture of Andre in Massachusetts. He was hanging out with Ben Maller. We have it.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm going to send that to you during the break or something so you could see Andre from Massachusetts. He always calls. We appreciate his support from the Commonwealth. Indeed. All right, let's get you caught up on this Pistons-Cavs game. Steve DeSager has the details.
Just over 5 minutes to go at Cleveland. It is Pistons 102-85 over the Cavs. For the moment, the Cavs lead this second-round series 3-2. A Game 7 would be in Detroit on Sunday. Leading scorer for the Pistons tonight, Cade Cunningham, 21 points. He has 7 assists, 6 turnovers. Leading scorer for Cleveland, James Harden, with 20 points. He has 4 assists, 8 turnovers. Coming up in roughly 10 to 15 minutes, San Antonio up 3-2 plays at Minnesota. At the PGA Championship, Maverick McNeely is tied for the lead. A group 2 shots back includes Scotty Scheffler. Rory McIlroy is 1 over par. The NHL is off tonight. One of the late games starts up in about 10 minutes in Anaheim. Dodgers at Angels. Dodgers starting pitcher Blake Snell was scratched with an elbow injury. The team is confident he will return, quote, this year. The Philadelphia Phillies have scored 3 in the top of the ninth to tie at 8-8 at Pittsburgh. Kyle Schwarber earlier homered twice. He's up to 20 home runs this season. Toronto has tied 2-2 at Detroit with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. In D.C., Washington has won 3-2 over Baltimore. Reds a 3-1 lead at Cleveland in the top of the 8th inning. Tampa Bay has won again. The Rays started tonight first in the AL East, 2 games over the Yankees. Tampa Bay wins 7-2 against the Marlins. The Yankees are winning 4-1 at the Mets, bottom of the 7th. The Mets offense just got their second hit of the night off Cam Schlittler, the starting pitcher for the Yanks. Brewers are leading now 3-2 at Minnesota in the bottom of the 8th. Brewers got 2 in the top of the 8th. Boston tied at Atlanta 2-2 in the top of the 8th inning. Back to you.
All right, Steve, thank you. And I guess, Kerry, we figured it out. Donovan Mitchell, 6 for 20.
6 for 20. Yep, I was just looking at that,
too. There it is.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And now I'm getting texts from my friend. You know what? It always takes somebody, for the Pistons or what. The Orlando missed 24 straight shots, 1 for 20 in the fourth quarter. Donovan Mitchell at home in a game that mattered most, 6 for 20. You can't show up with 6 for 20.
Dude.
Like, you just can't. Just play an average game, they win. 6 for 20?
6 for 20.
Don't blame James Harden on this.
No, this wasn't James. No, not today.
6 for 20. My God. Unbelievable. And, all right. Let's go. It's time to chime in with Mark Funky Cole Medina from Essentially Sports and, of course, a Fox Sports Radio NBA insider. How you doing, Mark? What's happening? Say hi to Kerry Rhodes.
Kerry, good to hear you. Rob, good to hear you. Man, Pistons, Cavaliers, it's got postseason drama, but preseason type of basketball here.
Ooh.
It's just like what is going on? Even I looked at Cade's got 21 points. Like
he got like 7 turnovers or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 7 turnovers, not ballistic or anything. Man, some of these games, I got to admit, Mark, and I brought up the Orlando where he missed 24 straight shots, shoot 1 for 20 in the fourth quarter. Like, some of these games are, like, so whack.
Yeah. Well, this Pistons Cavaliers series, whoever wins, it's not because there's this team that's rising to the moment. It's because the opponent is, having a bunch of self-inflicted wounds. And you've seen this whole series, and especially Game 6, like both teams just showing so many bad qualities. You mentioned Cade and his turnovers and inefficiency, but they've been, as a supporting cast, very inconsistent, especially from deep. And then Cleveland, like you mentioned Donovan Mitchell, but James Harden's doing his postseason shenanigans as well. He's shooting all right, but he's got 8 turnovers. And
yeah, you can't do it. 8 turnovers is ridiculous.
Like the MO on him is that when he's good, he's a top 5 big in the NBA, and when he's bad, like he's worst 5 bigs in the NBA. I mean, it's just very Jekyll and Hyde with both these teams.
Mark, so, I mean, obviously this postseason, there's been a lot of things happening, but I think with the Spurs in particular, I mean, we watched this team. I think we all believe that this team is going to be really talented for a long time, but they have a log jam at the guard position. Like, what are they going to do with that? Because I think we can all see how good Dylan Harper's going to be, and they still got De'Aaron Fox there. What are they going to do with that, with those potential lineups and those players moving forward?
Yeah, it's interesting because that's something that scouts talked about at the beginning of the season. How would they make that work with Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper? I think for the most part, they've coexisted pretty well, but I think it's clear as time goes on, Dylan Harper is the future. He's ultimately going to be the guy that has that bigger role. And so I think it's fine now, but there are those occasional push-pull moments, especially in crunch time. Do you go with a veteran player like De'Aaron Fox, or do you go with the young guys with Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper? And, I think they get along fine. It's not so much, talking to people in the Spurs organization. There's not, like, infighting on who's going to get the ball, who's going to get the shots. But there is, I think, that tactical push-pull on, when is the right exact moment that it is about the future and not about leaning on the familiar with De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
What did you make of LeBron saying that the Lakers took him for granted, even though they got him AD, they drafted his son. I just, it's mind-boggling to me because they didn't give him the game ball and they gave it to JJ Redick, and so they're taking him for granted. Everybody, like 9 of 10 of their players were clutch sports players, right? Like, I just, like, where's this coming from?
I think, Rob, it's one of these things that it's two people fighting each other, front office and management of the Lakers, LeBron James, and I think both sides can be right at things, both sides can be wrong, but no matter what, it just doesn't look good. And this is all like behind the scenes because publicly, the front office with the Lakers have always praised LeBron, and LeBron, for the most part, publicly hasn't ever blasted the front office. But I think let's unpack this a little bit. I think where LeBron and people around his camp view the Lakers front office with some suspicion are these few things. There's no doubt that LeBron played a hand with them getting Russell Westbrook, but from their perspective, he was giving a voice from many different initiatives to talk to guys. Like, it wasn't just Russ that LeBron and AD talked to. It was Damian Lillard. It was DeMar DeRozan. So from their perspective, it was like, hey, we talked to different guys, and we're giving you intel about these guys. And then I think the other thing is when the Westbrook trade clearly did not work out, there was messaging that, hey, this is all LeBron's fault from their perspective is, hey, you guys are the one in charge. You're the ones that are the front office. You make the roster decisions. You can say yay or nay. They obviously gave LeBron a favor with drafting Bronny, but I think beyond that, and I'm not here to downplay it, but I think where the other source of frustration isn't that they got Luka Doncic and he's the guy and he has to change his role. I think LeBron's accepted that. I think where the frustration is that the way the Lakers have constructed the roster, it's more in line with Luka's timeline than his, where they all want to win championships, but given salary cap constraints, et cetera, I think from their perspective, they've been more deliberative with how they construct the roster as opposed to, hey, let's go all in to give themselves the best chance at winning a championship this season, knowing that LeBron only has so many years left and possibly only one.
Mark, so you're saying a franchise is doing what's best for the franchise? That should be what's happening anyway, right, at this point?
Yeah, I mean, look, and that's the thing. That is a very accurate statement. Like, the Lakers should, and any team should always do what's best for the franchise. I think from their perspective, they feel that they're not being aggressive enough and sometimes miss out on opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We heard that Doc Rivers ran a country club in Milwaukee, and that he never fined anybody for being late or anything going on, and Giannis was the biggest culprit. How surprised are you that Giannis was led the league in tardy? That's what I want to know.
You know what? I've been fascinated and very surprised on that part specifically because Giannis has been known his whole career of happy-go-lucky draft prospect, right? From Greece, and he's just happy to be here. And he was this unknown gem that the Bucks helped groom into a superstar. I did not see this coming. That all of a sudden now he's the one that's being tardy and not setting a good example. But look, like Miles Turner this isn't anonymous. He's saying this on a podcast on public platforms, so I think because of that,
maybe he doesn't know that the podcast is going to be broadcast because I'm just shocked.
I think beyond that, I think it's a very fair question that the Bucks are saying, you know what, Giannis is up for sale. I think teams should actually think twice about getting Giannis. It's not just because of like that anecdote. It's just about his injury history, and we've seen when he's not with like a perfect roster, he can't single-handedly carry a team to be a playoff contender. I mean, if he could, the Bucks would have made the playoffs this year. And so, other teams I couldn't disagree. You're going to have to give up a lot to get him. The whole idea that you don't want to empty the cupboard. I know there's going to be a lot of activity here, but I would argue that a lot of teams, Knicks, Lakers, they're better off with saying no thanks to Giannis.
You know what? I don't disagree. I think Giannis has a lot, like the injuries, There's a lot of stuff. I totally agree. They went out and got Dame Dollar. Everybody thought it was peanut butter and jelly, and it was going to be great. You remember that? Yeah. And that thing was a disaster.
Remember that.
Yep.
Yeah,
and there were obviously injuries there too, but Damian Lillard is a great player, great ball handler, great scorer. The fact that they couldn't have more success than they did beyond the first round, even when you account for his Achilles injury, it just illustrates that this idea that, all he needs is another number 2 guy in a revamped roster. I think that we've already seen the best of Giannis Antetokounmpo,
yep.
and more injuries are likely going to come up. And even though he's a really great player, he's not a complete player, and some of his weaknesses, as a shooter, are going to continue to catch up to him.
Mark, before we get you out of here, can anybody beat OKC?
I think the Spurs can give them a fight. They've shown that in the regular season, but I think postseason basketball is different. And barring a major injury to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I think the Thunder really don't have any weaknesses. They can absorb an injury to one or two of their players throughout this season, hence Jalen Williams out. They're running like a well-oiled machine. They can play big. They can play small. They have so many wing defenders. Shai can score in every way imaginable. Rim, mid-range 3, obviously getting to the free throw line. Whether you like it or not, they're all pretty young in their prime. Alex Caruso is the only player above 30, and they all get along pretty well. Not many personality conflicts or fights over roles. They know it starts with Shai, and everyone else pretty much falls in line.
All I'm going to say is ABO. Anybody but OKC. That's where we are.
Oh, my
ABO. Anybody but OKC.
Better start praying. Better start praying, Rob.
Rob, tune in to the free throw shooting contest in a few weeks.
I know. I hate it. I hate the brand of basketball. I really, really do. But, Mark, we appreciate you, Mr. Mark Funky Cole Medina, here on The Odd Couple. Have a great weekend, and I guess there'll be a Game 7. Maybe Wemby and them will not make it a Game 7 if Minnesota. Real quick, Minnesota win? Do they force a Game 7, or is it over?
I think Spurs pull it out, but Minnesota, they've shown that they can come back when odds are against them. But I think it's going to be Spurs pulling it out, and then we can see Detroit and Cleveland continue their you-know-what throughout this for another Game 7.
All right. Appreciate you,
All right,
man.
Mark. Have a good one.
Rob, Kerry, appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. All right. Kerry, you know what? We already reached last call time here on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Last call, if you want to get in, you weren't able to get in earlier, here's your chance. And also, we will talk a little bit more about that Spurs-Timberwolves preview as we get ready for that. Could be a very interesting Sunday. What if the Timberwolves win, Kerry, and it's two Game 7s? That'd be great for TV ratings for the NBA.
Yeah, you just wait till we talk about it. I got something for you, Rob.
All right, I can't wait. All right, it is The Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes, in for Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
In case by some chance you forgot the phone number in the US of A.
It's last call time on The Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance. Your call's important to us. Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
Last night we were talking about the we should say the Lakers and the Thunder. and the foul calls and people. That's all people talked about. The non-calls against the Lakers and stuff. Spell it out.
Guys, I don't want to make it seem like it's sour grapes because I'm the resident Laker fan on this show.
It is sour grapes.
But when you have Legion of Hoops, when you have ESPN, when you have BetMGM, when you have Bleacher, freaking Foot Locker weighing in on the officiating in that game. You know it's gone bad. Now, in case you lived under a rock, last night, Game 2, Oklahoma City wins going away as they were expected
wait a minute.
to.
Did the Lakers didn't cover the 15 and a half?
No, couldn't do that. No, the Oklahoma City close for most of the game, and they pulled away in the third and fourth quarter. They end up going away. But all anybody wanted to talk about was the Oklahoma City Thunder and what they do to the officiating on two hands. Number one, they will grab, clutch, hold, elbow, whatever it takes on the defensive end. It's part of what makes them such an elite defensive team. Kudos to them. But on the flip side, on the offensive end, they will flop and flail and whine and cry and do all the things that people hate about today's NBA. It was so bad. You had Austin Reeves calling the official a word I can't say on the air and have a powwow with him after the game. And in the post-game, J.J. Redick let his frustrations be known.
Yeah, I mean, I sarcastically said the other day they were the most disruptive team without fouling. I mean, they have a few guys that foul on every possession, and all the good defenses do. SGA gets like a touch foul, I guess, on the drive. There was a stretch where 4 straight possessions, our guys got absolutely clobbered trying to make an entry pass to Jackson, and Jalen Williams is grabbing his jersey with both arms. That's a turn. They're hard enough to play. They're hard enough to play. You've got to be able to just call it if they foul, and they do foul.
I can't stand J.J. Redick. I'll just be clear with that. But I'm going to say this. This is why nobody likes the Oklahoma City Thunder. When people ask, how come people don't embrace this team? It was through draft picks. It was through the idea that it was homegrown and they built this and they're young, exciting guys and they win and all they do is win. And why don't people embrace this franchise? Last night was Exhibit A on why people don't embrace the OKC Thunder. They're garbage. It's a terrible watch. During the regular season, right? It's unbelievable how much they get away with it. Yes, they play great defense because they do foul. SGA, all he does is get calls. He's doing the same thing to everybody else. And no call it when he's doing it, and when people do it to him, they call it. It is unwatchable. Normally, I don't want to hear the coach, J.J. Redick, belly aching about officials. But we've seen this act long enough, and it's awful to watch. It's a bad brand of basketball. It's must turn off TV. That's what it is. Must turn off TV. Because who wants to watch this garbage? I heard somebody say, Adam Silver, the Mexican millionaires. Are you kidding me? I've been covering this damn league since 1987. And it is absolute garbage to watch what people watched last night. The idea that Foot Locker would chime in and they're not even trying to hawk any sneakers tells you all you need to know. It was that bad, that blatant, that people don't even want to. What is this? Can you let them play basketball and earn it if they're that great? Awful, Kelvin. I'm telling you, absolutely. Why would you watch that?
Yeah, what made it crazy, Rob, is when the Pistons won yesterday, to you guys' point, all the sites, hey, good comeback, or Kane had a big fourth quarter. When the Knicks won, the Knicks, they eke out a win against Sixers. When the Spurs win, way to come back, bounce back from a game. When the Thunder win, this wasn't just comments in the hater section or something. This was coming from sites saying, look at all these non-calls, or look at SGA here, or look at Chet flopping. And that's what made it interesting, because you expect comments to hate, right? People are going to hate, this person, that. LeBron is of this, KD's of that. That's what the comment section is for. I think what shocked me this time was actual legitimate outlets leading with that.
It is the Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. Let this breathe. Are you kidding, Alex? Donna Summers? Unbelievable song. Am I right, Kerry? This is an all-time great.
Real music, baby. Real music,
doubt.
Rob.
It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington on a Funky Flashback Friday. If you missed any of today's show, be sure to catch the podcast. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcasts. Please follow the podcast, rate it at least 5 stars, and provide a review. Again, just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcasts, and you'll find today's full show and a best-of version posted right after the end of the show. And, man, what a stinker by Mitchell. I mean, 6 for 20 at home, 2 for 6 from 3. Just a bad game all the way around, and just can't have that a closeout game at home. But I guess the Pistons will need to get lucky again in another Game 7, but maybe it might not work out this time. We'll see.
And, Rob, it's really crazy.
Sunday.
And it's crazy because we give a lot of grief to James Harden, but you know who else deserves some grief as well?
Who's that?
Donovan Mitchell. And his career, not just tonight.
No,
but in his career as well.
It's spotty, and we know that. It's been spotty. He's got moments where we saw in Cleveland. Remember we had the great 39-point second half?
Yes.
Remember that?
Of course.
I mean, they were down.
Yeah.
Had an unbelievable second half, a historic second half. But that is just not the case there. All right. Let's go last call time.
This is the last call.
It's last call time on the Odd Couple.
Man, this is an extended version. Wow. That's because we got pipes in the studio. There you go. That's for Kerry.
Let's go, baby.
Who's our last call?
We're going to go to the last call now. Let's see what we got for the last call. The last call, we got Jerome in Charleston. You're on with the Odd Couple.
Hey, Detroit, are there any two bigger dumbasses from New York than Rob Parker and Jason Smith? Oh,
wow.
Detroit's done. Detroit's a fraud. Two of the biggest dumbasses from New York. Hey, enjoy Detroit.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Jerome, don't be mad that you have to live in South Carolina. I'm just telling you.
Uh-oh, he got the...
But you know what? The only thing worse is that he listens to both shows every night. So I'm just going to say that.
Rob, caution. Don't get fired.
I'm just saying.
Ha, 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 ha. Good one.
Was this last call or was this Trash Talking Tuesday? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Rob, what was that?
I mean, that's all Jerome does is he's so bitter about something. I have no idea.
Who hurt you?
Exactly.
877, who hurt you?
Exactly. It's okay, Jerome. It's all right. You know what? Maybe life will get better for you. And you know
or
what?
Maybe it won't, and that's okay too.
Exactly.
Oh, he's in the studio. Oh, he's in the studio now. Hey, Jerome, you're in the building. I didn't know you were here.
No, it's me, Rob Parker. I just decided to come in real quick.
Just great, Alex. You know what does he do? He calls in he's angry at me
all
every
the time.
But he listens to every show. Like here we are at last call and he's still listening.
You know what he sounds like, Rob? He sounds like you wanting to watch Fernando Mendoza play that game on prime time. That's what it looks like.
That's all right.
Hate watch.
Hate watch. Rob G, this is not a hate watch, but we do have let's get everybody's thoughts on the Spurs and Rob G. What do you got? The Spurs, do they wrap it up or no?
Spurs are running out early. They're up 15-6, not even 4 minutes into this game.
It's early,
Wemby looks
though,
good. They're hitting open shots, which is always a big thing for San Antonio. If they're hitting shots, they're really tough to beat. So we'll see if Minnesota can turn their water off here early and keep it close.
I got
Kerry.
I got Minnesota winning this game and forcing the game 7.
Got Minnesota, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Wemby. Alex, you know why, right?
Everyone knows it's
Wemby. We need one more Alex.
Everyone knows it's Wemby.
time. Everyone knows it's Wimby. The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?